All right, welcome to the Formula Red Mist Hooligan Podcast. My name is Alex Gomes. Charlie Hosey couldn't be here because he's a dweeb, so instead I have these two guys with me. Introduce yourselves if you could.
Sean Abbott.
Christian Abbott.
Excellent, and we are here doing a podcast tonight at NHKA races 3 and 4. Hey everybody, we started. Let's get a round of applause if we could.
Wow.
All right, feel free. We have 3 free microphones for whoever wants to join us and talk. All set, Nancy?
Anyways,
right.
Alex, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Just so people don't know if they don't know us, we're Christian and I are 2/3 of the Red Mist podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alex is one half of
Formula Hooligan Podcast.
Yeah.
Hooligan Podcast.
Yep. Yep.
So,
all right, we got a few
good
people
time.
sitting
Oh,
down.
look at this. We got some
All
folks. All right. Welcome.
Fresh blood.
Welcome.
Excellent.
Welcome to the Red Mist Garage.
Go ahead and grab any microphone. Hold it about a fist away from your face.
Face. Yeah.
Yep. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
You first. All right. I'm LaBrie. I'm 16 from Gorham, Maine. And
All right.
I've been racing this is my 7th year now.
7th. Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
All right.
All right.
I'm Ian Morrison. I live in Kennebunk, Maine. I'm 16, and I've been racing for 3 years. This is my 3rd year.
Gotcha.
All right.
All
So
right,
what
excellent.
class is you guys in?
206 senior.
I'm in 206 senior and tag senior.
Excellent.
All right.
Oh, you were with
All
us
right.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was right. I saw that whole battle.
Nice.
Got
All
front row
right.
seats.
All right.
Excellent.
How did you guys? How did you do today?
I did pretty well. 206. I got second by .001.
Oh, that's
There you
right.
go.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was a little disappointing, but.
Yeah. Mine didn't go exactly how I wanted it to go, but it is what it is, and it was a ton of fun.
Oh, where'd you
So,
finish?
We're not sure yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
The whole everything got
little
messed
bit of
up,
chaos
so
in 206.
Yeah.
Probably won't know until tomorrow.
All right.
Gotcha. Yeah, for those who are listening to this in the future and weren't here today, we had a lot of timing and scoring issues because people kept taking out timing and scoring with their go-karts, which you're not supposed to
Not
do.
supposed to do. So, anyways.
But so that all right, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. We got a very close second place. We have I don't even know.
Somewhere like 10th or so, I
Perhaps-
think.
perhaps
Okay,
I
midfield.
think,
yeah.
Midfield.
I was behind the people that ran over the timing loop.
At least
That
you
was,
didn't.
Gotcha.
Spicy.
Spicy.
It wasn't you.
Like that.
So.
All right. How did you do today, Christian?
I finished 4th in tag senior, and then I finished 5th in World Formula.
Okay.
So
All right. How did you do today, Sean?
I did a lot of work.
yeah.
Yes, as you would as a wrenching dad at
As
the
a
track.
wrenching dad at the track.
Yep.
So, anyways.
I decided to
day.
only race one class because I think racing 2 classes is psycho for anybody to try.
It's doable.
Even though a lot of you do it. I don't
Yeah.
get how you do it. But I raced tag senior today and got 3rd from 5th place. So
Excellent. Little issue.
I'm
in
happy about
qualifying.
that. Yeah, I threw a chain in qualifying because it's funny.
Yeah.
So the last apex up there used to be a cone in practice, but then somebody whacked it and took it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden there was no more cones. So we go out for qualifying, and I couldn't see it anymore. And you can't see the apex until you're basically there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got to the point where there should be asphalt, or so I thought. But I went basically where the cone used to be, which was on the grass, and it just went junk, and I hit I broke a tooth off the rear gear and threw the chain. But
Hey.
thankfully I had done like a kind of lap
Yeah.
for qualifying. It was enough for 5th place, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was from the back. or
Complete
anything.
disaster.
No. You
Oh.
were
Right.
right there with us.
We
so.
Right.
we had probably our best qualifying day today with with the tag.
Yep.
So
Yep.
pretty
Probably
pleased.
that and World Formula too. I mean, I know
Yeah.
I started World Formula 7th, but I
Right.
mean, honestly, like the top 8 were 2/10
Right.
spread. So
And
Close field.
like this was like our first full race with the tag here.
yeah.
Yeah, Christian was saying you haven't had many races here or
No.
any. Have you had races?
Oh,
No, with the tag, no.
No.
Because when X1 was open, we were always between there and then Canaan, and that was enough
yeah.
races for the year. But
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
So it
R.I.P.
was- it's been a-
X1 /
Yeah.
RJ.
F1, yeah.
Anyways, but it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good. How did your guys' qualifyings go?
I had my best qualifying.
Okay.
starting 7th. I mean, there's
All right.
Mhm.
quite a few really fast guys in this class.
Yeah.
So, like,
206. Yeah.
but yeah, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
So
So you said you've been racing karts for 3 years. You've been 7 years. So where did you start? If you're in
I started in 206 junior, but I got into it because of Cruz. I met him
Okay.
at Main Indoor Karting.
Oh,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Okay.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
Uh,
Breaks my heart.
that place was I bought a Saturday all day thing during Christmas time when you get them for half off.
Yeah.
I still have it, never used
We
it.
still have
Obviously
our
not going to get my
membership
money
card
back.
sitting somewhere.
Yep. Yep. Hey, there's Hemingway over there.
Join. Welcome.
We do have one more microphone if you wish to take it.
Take and
Oh,
sit
we have
in.
a classic person over here, right?
What's that?
We have one of the classic ones.
Yeah, one of the classy
Yeah.
guys.
Your history, dude. How you
Uh,
Probably definitely one of the cleanliest guys.
That's right. So let's ask Cruz. Cruz, how do you find running 2 karts? It's a lot of Christian.
I'm
he's
doing
23.
basically the same.
Yeah. It's been today.
Cruz is
Definitely
much-
was not a good day to do it. With
Oh,
the
being
heat.
as hot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, I've done it before. I did it. I ran Stars Series. I ran F Series. I've done 2 karts.
Nice.
All right.
And yeah, so I've been pretty used to it. But it's always I like, especially with 206 and tag. They're 2 completely different driving styles.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
way,
yeah.
I love just trying to fix my mind to be one driving style and then immediately hop into the next one.
Do
I
you,
just
do you
love the
find
challenge.
that one translates to the other? Like if you
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
smooth in the 206,
Yeah.
you can be kind of smooth in the road in the tag class.
Yeah, no, I find.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned stuff in the tag that I can apply to 206, and I learned
Excellent.
stuff in 206 that I apply to tag. And I've even tried some things from 206 that might not work in tag,
Nice.
and or tag things that might not work in 206.
That's great.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just
Awesome.
learn. It helps me learn so much, especially at this age. It's just
Yeah.
Right. How
Yeah.
old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, so originally I'm a dirt track kid, so I
Ooh.
raced dirt oval.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
you said you've been racing for 7 years?
Yeah, 7
Holy
years.
hell.
I did that for 3 years.
Yep.
Started when I was 10, and that went very well for me. I just met so many great people. I still go out to that track because I know so many people. I like to support them.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
And that was a good experience for me. It was rough, very rough racing.
Sure.
But that's what dirt track racing is. Shout out to Bartlett Bridge Raceway. I mean, gotta love them. I love everybody.
So
there.
what got you from the transition from the oval dirt to now sprint kart, if you want to call it that,
so
racing?
well, main indoor karting was around.
Gotcha.
I was
Yep.
competing with Evan Slater. I don't know if you know the name.
Yeah.
He raced in tag.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Around when I started, but I was competing for fastest lap of the month there.
Yep.
With him, and finally one day in like some random day in February, we meet up, and I go there just to run some laps, and his dad's standing in the lobby, and he's about to go out for a lap, and he goes, "Hey, are you Cruz LaBrie?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he runs out and he goes, "Stop the carts! Cruz is here. We're gonna put him in." I'm like, "Okay, I just got here."
Prioritize
I'm
this
like,
guy.
And I just raced. I
That's
think
awesome.
I had a race coming up that night. I was just wanting to get some seat time before the race, and so I hop in and we go out. And I mean, Evan's such a great driver. He's racing Trans Am 2 now.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow.
Wow.
Wicked good.
Boom.
Wow.
And
We have a relative maybe racing Trans Am too.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, we're not 100%
Maybe
certain.
tell us what this maybe means.
No, it's
Hey, Rich
no,
Hemingway
no,
joins
Rich
the podcast.
Hey, it's Rich Hemingway on the mic.
So, and I don't want to boot Michelle's last name because it's the same last name, same spelling.
Yeah.
Michelle and I have connected on Facebook Messenger. Basically,
Yeah.
she goes, "Are we related?"
Yeah.
And because the names are, and her dad's from out here on the East Coast, but they're now in Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's Michelle Abate or Abbott. So, but she runs Trans Am too.
Oh.
Yeah.
It should
I
be
love her.
Abate, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
well,
Should be
yeah, we
Abbott.
should be
It
Abate.
should be
yeah.
Abate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take off a
Yeah.
beat.
I gotta say, but when you guys started your Red Mist podcast and you guys introduced yourselves as Abbott, I was like, What?
Yeah.
I was pretty sure you guys were like Abates
No.
this whole time.
Yeah, no.
But you're
It's Abbott.
Italian,
not.
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
It's-
it's
I'm very-
it's
I don't
supposed
want
to be
I don't wanna-
Abate.
So
Abate, but you decided.
Rich. So
Yeah.
no, we didn't decide.
We
We
didn't.
decide.
Your mom and dad
Our-
decided.
No, our forefathers who
Yeah.
came over
Yeah.
You
decided.
had forefathers?
Yes, forefathers.
Wow.
So, anyway,
Story broken.
Yeah, when they got off at Ellis Island,
Modern families
when they
these
got
days,
off
right?
at Ellis Island from Italy, they were told to anglicize the name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
I
make
gotcha.
it Abbott instead of Abate, which it
Okay.
really
Yeah.
is. So anyway,
Interesting.
so it's
Okay.
just funny that, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Trans Am 2 is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're at Mid Ohio this
Mid-Ohio,
weekend.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
at Mid-Ohio.
Love that.
Yeah.
Mid-Ohio is a lovely, lovely racetrack.
Hello.
Oh, I
Mhm.
love it.
And this
Yeah.
is a guy that used to race at Maine Indoor Karting?
Yeah, so we competed for fastest lap time there, and so I go out to race with him for the first time, and I ended up beating him.
Whoa,
And
all right.
Awesome.
So we
Awesome.
come in, and his dad comes over. He's like, "Who are you?"
Actually, wait a minute. Every time I went to Maine Indoor Karting,
Yeah.
right, probably last time I went was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
There were always
Who'd you
kids
go
there.
with?
Yeah.
Would you?
That's right.
Most definitely.
Who drove?
You did.
Who slept on the way home?
I did. Regardless, every time I went there, we would go for the day. We would take the day pass for Saturdays, and there would always be kids that were like 5, 6, maybe 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
They were like 12-year-olds
Yeah.
that would weigh 80 pounds that would
Yep.
go off, and they would set like the fastest laps of the day.
Yep.
Was that you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it really helped that being 65
well,
pounds.
next question. Next question. Those kids had like special names for the scoreboards. So did you have like a call sign for your name?
Oh,
I
yeah.
never had a call.
Really?
sign.
What was
Only
the
one who
Rich would
didn't.
know? What was the kid that had like his name was like Bomber or something
It's
weird
something
like that?
It was, I forget his name. I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about, but I forget his name.
What's this now?
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan, but Jordan
totally
was always a
forget-
bigger
Fireball.
kid, so it was
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Fireball sounds about right.
Yeah, because
That's
he
awesome.
finished
forget.
a
I like
Legends
that.
car race, and he finished first, and his car was in flames. They
Oh.
had a picture in the lobby.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Did they actually have his cars in the lobby?
Yeah.
Like someplace we know?
Yeah.
Oh, God. You mean someplace we used to know?
That was a great track. That was a fun track.
Main indoor?
Maine Indoor Karting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually
it's-
did an NHKA meetup there once. Mike Kamara has raced that track.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
He's graced it with its presence.
He's graced it with his presence.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He went straight to the bathroom mirror and had a conversation. Yeah, they closed that up. Rick Snow decided to close it up a year and a half ago, 2 years ago,
Oh,
I
that's too
think.
bad.
Probably 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. I don't want to. Anyways, we're gonna lament. Yeah.
Alex and I still
Yeah.
have each and all day pass. to
Right,
Maine
that's
Indoor
what I was telling
Yeah.
him.
These
Oh,
guys do
was
too.
it?
Yeah, these guys do too. They still got their membership cards.
Yeah.
I paid the membership fee, and I think I went back one more time after that.
That's awesome.
I was like, ugh. It was great because do you remember what happened around Christmas time? Do you remember what the special was at Maine Indoor
Oh
Karting?
yeah, it was like, what was it?
It was
Some-
half off gift cards.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
what
it used to be
Right.
$99 to race all day.
Right.
It would cost us $50 if we buy them around
That's
Christmas.
fantastic.
Yeah.
$50 to race all day. No wonder they closed.
Yeah.
At least people showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh, it
they
was
were doing
awesome.
something right.
It's doing something right.
We did what? Between 15 and 20 races one time?
Gotta be 20.
Something
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
I had
It was-
countless
That's awesome.
birthdays there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of mine and of others.
that. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
That's so fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I miss that place, man. Especially just having the concrete floor. You slide around like hell, which was
Oh, yeah.
You don't
always
get
super
that
fun.
tired because of that.
No, you don't.
Right.
You don't. It's because it gives.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I
And
miss
then the
hell out
guys
of
would
that.
yell at you that race there. That work there. They would yell at you, and then they saw you were good drivers. They're like, okay, I want to come race with you guys.
The funny, all right.
then
The
they'd be the ones
funniest
to drive
one.
you into the wall.
The funniest one for me was we were there doing the all-day event, and I get the black flag while I'm driving around. I'm like not around anybody, so I'm like, why am I getting a black flag? So the guy pulls me in, and he's like, we got to switch your cart. Your seat is all loose and junky and shit. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's fine. So I jump in the next cart, and then he looks at me. And he's like, but I see the way that you drive with the bump and run. We don't do that here. If you do that again, you're out.
Wow.
They'd be horrible to us for about an hour. And
Yeah.
they'd want to race with us.
That,
Yeah.
that happened to Christian and I. We were at we went to Coda,
Mm-hmm.
and we went for the World Endurance and IMSA race. So we decided to go to. We went to.
It was like K1 down
We went
there.
to K1 in Austin.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh,
so we're like.
no offense.
It's like no,
It's
it
fine.
was-
None taken.
No, but it was like late night, so there's all the like local people showing up, and there was a lot of race people there because it was a big race weekend. So they stuff us in the back, and so this is when we were running F1, and we were
Yep.
doing everything. So they put us in the back, and like Christian goes ripping through, and I'm kind of following him, and then Christian gets up there, and about every race they kept putting us in the back, and like the end of the night, Christian's like top 3 for the week. He's behind 2 IMSA guys that came on a Tuesday night for a thing. Like one was
Nice.
Brian Sellers, and he was like 0.3 of a second behind him, and they're like, "Oh, you guys can leave." I was like,
Get out of here.
Well,
I was
that-
like, "Get out of here."
yeah, but Alex, you beat an F1 driver.
I did beat an F1 driver.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Montreal.
Yeah.
What happened?
I
want to hear this.
one of the many times that we've gone to Montreal for the F1 weekend, we plan it out pretty good. We go to the kart track in Montreal on Thursday afternoon.
Is it indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. It's very similar to main indoor karting. It's
Yes.
indoor,
Aw,
concrete floor,
fantastic.
flat as it can be, but slidey and fun. And
And what do they do for us?
I'll get to that. I'll get to
Alright.
that in a second. I'm not
Alright.
sure if that applies to what happened with what I'm talking about here, but Antonio Giovinazzi, who wasn't even an F1 driver at the
nice.
time, he was the reserve driver for Ferrari. I think this was 20.
Still, that's pretty cool.
18?
He was still
No,
with
he-
Sauber, I
yeah,
think.
he's
Formula E now, right?
Formula
No,
E.
he's Formula E,
and
but
also-
he's
Yeah.
also like
Yeah.
backup
Yep.
driver.
Whatever year it was,
Reserve.
Antonio Giovinazzi had visited this place that week of the Grand Prix and set down a lap time.
Fantastic. And, you
And
beat
we
it.
went there, and I beat him by like a tenth or two.
Yeah, he's-
Which was
Nice.
enough for me to like put it on Facebook. Like,
Oh,
look
yeah.
what I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are you sure it
That's
wasn't
awesome.
someone using a fake name?
Yeah.
The last
I'm
time
not.
we went there,
I'm not, to be honest with you.
remember who raced just before we were there?
Stroll,
Alonso.
right?
Alonso.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
Stroll had raced there, but Alonso had raced before us.
Right.
Wait a minute. Stroll, Big Daddy, or
No.
Little
Lance?
Daddy.
Lance.
Yeah, Lance.
Little
All right.
Daddy Lance.
So
Daddy.
what Rich was alluding to was one of the times that we went there, Lance Stroll had put down a time, and it was ridiculous. Like we did a session, and none of us were getting close. He was like a second faster, and we're like,
no way.
how is this possible? And then one of the workers was like, oh, we put the glue down for him. We're like, what do you mean glue? He's like, hey, your next session we'll hook you up.
Yep.
So they took like a paint roller, right? And they dipped it in this glue shit, and they just did one stripe across the width of the track. Just one stripe,
So you
like
pick, you pick it up on your tires?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you go by, you would pick it up on your tires,
Fantastic.
and then all of a sudden it was just like, grip. It was amazing. Like
Yeah.
no more sliding, like you're on
Lap
concrete.
times
It
dropped
was
by a second.
yeah, lap times dropped by a second, and we got like a half-hour session, which was also the
Yep.
coolest thing ever.
Yep.
Wow.
So it was funny because towards like halfway and into the end of the session, on the racing line, all the glue was gone. So when we would go by that strip, which was at the start-finish line, we would all dip into the glue, come back, and then keep going.
So was it like Rob with you and Keith and
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Keith,
yes.
Charlie.
Wow.
Charlie, yeah.
Charlie,
Yep.
holy
Yep.
crap, that's awesome. That is so funny. That's so funny. We
Charlie's flirtation with a cute girl that was in the race with us was to wreck her into a wall.
That's right.
That's good. That
That's
works.
right.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah,
Smooth.
That was his flirtation.
Smooth.
Quite the bold tactic
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian, we were took Christian to Le Mans for his like senior high school trip. So he and I went, and like we got there and we're hanging out, and like I didn't realize. So there's the Bugatti track, which is where they run the MotoGP
Yes.
stuff,
Yep.
which is really
Yep.
cool. But behind that, there's 2 kart tracks.
Yeah.
One's the Alain Prost track, and it's old school. It's super cool track.
Okay.
And then there's
The other one's a state-of-the-art FIA
FIA track.
grade 1.
And this thing is got the bridge that comes out over the start line, so all the lights drop, so it looks like a Formula 1 race. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
And you got all the
Yeah.
garages
All the
too and
garages,
everything.
yeah.
It's all
Some guy
set,
like
yeah.
the guy like let us take a tour of it and,
Yeah.
and stuff like this. And then behind it, and like this is like the race is going on, and we're sitting there, and like they have a rental track.
Yeah.
So Christian's like racing on the rental track, and
Nice.
the race is going on, and like it's like the best spot, and it's like no one's there, and it's like you can ripping laps off all day. It was so much fun.
But even the best thing about it was the observation deck that
Yeah.
you could walk
Oh, yeah.
watch the track watch the car track from, but you could also see like out into the Porsche curves.
And they
at
come
the
a
end
whipping
there.
through
That
there.
was cool.
It was
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know who's done a 24-hour race there twice is Jeffrey L.
Jeff.
Gutterson over here.
Whoa,
That's right.
At Le Mans?
Twice.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. We're amongst royalty.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That was with the guy from Endurance Karting, right? The former owner, Johan.
Johan.
Yep.
Speaking of endurance karting, have you guys done those events?
No.
Never done.
Oh,
an
you
endurance
should.
event.
You got-
They
I
just,
want to so
you
bad.
guys should get a
Yeah.
team because they
Yeah,
did
it's
it.
fun.
They did it last week at
at Club Motorsports.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that.
They-
I wanted to go so
They
bad.
they have one at
Lime Rock.
at
in
Lime Rock
October.
in
do?
October.
Yeah.
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 So
Okay.
so that'll be it's not on the track, but it's
Yeah.
up on the hill. They
Skid
have a little,
pad.
yeah,
Yeah.
little skid
Skip
pad area,
Barber. Yeah,
but
bring your
it's
winter
super
gear.
fun.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
The carts are pretty
Yeah,
close,
for
right?
October.
Yo, yeah,
They were
yeah.
brand. They were brand second race for us, so super close. So you
Yep.
you really couldn't find a whole lot of a difference. I don't know what it's going to be like in 6 months, whatever. So
Right.
Yeah.
who knows then? But
Yeah.
I mean, they were doing a good job of keeping up.
Yeah, I'll definitely
So it
say
can't be too
definitely.
bad.
There was some other folks from NHKA that ran. Like,
There was the NHKA
Kart
Kart Dads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were they-
Which I'm surprised you didn't capitalize on joining that team there.
no, that's all right. I'm good.
All good.
Should
I'm
have been
good.
the pro teams where you should have been.
I would have been with you.
Of course you would have. So a semi-pro team.
Semi-pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
Rich,
about?
if you want to hold
all right.
that little closer to your
Yeah.
mouth, it probably sound a
Anyways.
little better.
How about like this?
That's
very
great.
good.
Is that better?
All right,
Yes.
So let's
Yes,
ask.
it
let's
is.
ask our.
So I should make it sound like I'm eating the microphone.
All
Not
let's
like a
add-
fist
let's
away.
add- let's
Like
go to our
that.
younger
Like in
guests.
Ted Lasso, where they look like they're trying to kiss the microphone.
That's the very
Something
English
like-
mics for soccer over
I
there.
want the circular
Yeah,
one that comes
yeah.
right up to my mouth.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so what do you guys like racing? Like, what do you guys want to do? I mean, and I get it. It costs like money. So
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
what would you want to do if you could? What would you do?
If I could, endurance racing.
Oh,
All right. You
I
just
would
won
too.
over
You
these
guys,
guys.
Yeah.
you can hang with
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
because we're big fans.
I love WEC. I love IMSA.
Nice.
I went to my first IMSA race this year at Mid Ohio.
oh,
And
last year.
no, this year at Mid Ohio.
Did they race him?
Yeah, they just did.
Yeah.
I missed
Yeah.
it. How did
Yeah.
I miss that?
Well, I don't know. We were doing something else that
Oh,
weekend. I
all
think.
right. Sorry.
What was that?
Anyways.
2 weekends ago, or
It was like second week of May. I
Yeah.
think.
Well,
Oh,
I'll tell you
okay.
what. If you want to go see a really good one, is go to Watkins Glen for the 6 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's this
That's good.
weekend. I really wanted to go. That
Yeah,
one.
I know we did
But it
too, but we had to
conflicted.
be here.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
talk.
Jesus
We got
Christ.
to talk
It's
to
the
the race.
worst.
We'll talk to the race commission and actually race director about that.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, which was good, was we went to Road America.
that's the closest thing you can get to Le Mans in
Yeah,
the states
for the WEC.
just
yeah.
just because
Yeah.
of the high speed.
And I will
stuff.
say this:
Gotcha.
if you guys can get to,
That's a really
if
long
you-
track too.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
4 miles.
4 miles.
Yeah.
Correct.
4 miles, and the craziest thing is the back straightaway. So when you go stand down by Canada
Yeah.
Corner, like the first time we're standing down there, everybody came running down into through Thunder, what they call Thunder Valley,
Yeah.
and into Canada Corner, right? So we're sitting there, and it's like, oh, everybody goes by, and all of a sudden this big whoosh comes down because everything just gets sucked down through the valley.
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
apparently it's the same thing with the Indy cars there. It's crazy.
Oh, it's
but-
got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a cool race to go to.
Indy
IndyCar,
cars?
Road
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
That was a good race this year.
Yeah.
That was a fun race to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
But that's cool. How about you?
I'd say same thing. I feel like
All right.
No
I
one
feel
wants
like
to do World of
GT
Outlaws.
cars would be really cool to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
I like that.
feel like prototype formula.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a bit too
Yeah, yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right.
Formula's too much.
You'd want to stay with the sports cars?
It's a little safer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All
A
right.
little safer.
Yeah. Yeah. Full roll cage. Well, I mean, you have the full roll cage in every prototype these days.
No.
You
Yeah.
don't really have open prototypes.
No,
Pens-
there's nothing open anymore.
Penske,
not
Penske's
now.
watching now. Anyways, that's cool. How about the rest of the season? You guys gonna make all the events or?
Yeah, I've got some plans. I'll be doing some F Series races.
Ooh,
I'll be doing
nice,
some
all
Stars
right.
We did
races,
one.
so-
Yeah. No, we didn't RMAX one.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
was that? I thought
Which
it was
RMAX
F-Series.
one did you do?
The
F1.
one that came to F1 years
Oh
ago.
yes.
This
Yeah.
was years ago.
I'm thinking it was
So-
this year. Yeah,
Oh.
no, that was years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we should. Yeah.
That was a
'cause- 'cause-
well-run
'cause
event,
this-
though.
It
this
is.
year, yeah.
I felt. Yeah. I got really nervous because some guy came up behind us with a scanner and scanned our motor. Like there was
Really?
because
Wow.
there's a barcode on the tag
Yeah.
on the
Yeah. I know.
Motor?
Head of the cylinder, yeah.
no on
The seal.
the seal.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
seal.
Seal. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
We'll
so
find
I got nervous. I'm like, what's he doing? And I'm like sitting there trying to fix it. He's like scanning something. I'm like, I think he was doing something, but I don't know. It's like, what the Jeremiah? I'm like, what is? He goes, I scanned
That
the
was
motor.
the event where they actually had people. There were people in lawn chairs down at pit exit or pit entrance. like right next to the track.
Oh, yes, they were.
I was like, what is happening?
yeah,
right now?
that was.
Yeah.
It was really good though because they had the flags and everything. I felt,
Oh, yeah.
I felt official.
Oh, it definitely looked like
Yeah.
a big national
Yeah.
event.
It was
That
cool.
was cool.
It was
And it
cool.
ran well.
Someday. I don't know.
The shifters are doing sub 60-second laps
I know.
Wow.
on the big track.
But then we have
crap.
right here. We have 3 folks who did the NOLA 24 hours.
Yes.
Yes.
That was quite the
Now that's something
experience.
you guys need to do.
You guys,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah.
would enjoy that.
Yes. That's something.
It's a lot of time commitment, but it's if you get it right, it's
Yeah.
So much.
so worth it.
And it's like, Rich, that was your second time, right?
The second time. The first time
So,
was not
Alex,
fun.
it was your second time too?
Second time.
Yeah.
So I'm actually curious because both you guys have said that you aspire to do endurance racing. Have you done any form of endurance racing before?
No.
I've
Really?
done I've done a couple endurance races on iRacing.
All right. All right.
so-
Virtually. All
Have,
right.
you, have you run into Christian?
And
and Alex.
And probably me.
Yeah, me and Alex are on there like anytime during the off season. But
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you guys, I would absolutely recommend if you can get in on the Lime Rock
Yeah.
yeah.
endurance karting thing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh,
it
for
is.
Sure. That's something.
I was really impressed with how well they ran the one
Yeah.
in Club Motorsport.
Yeah.
There were a few hiccups, but
yeah, but
That was their first time
Otherwise-
there, I think, right?
it
yes.
must have been.
Yeah.
I've never heard of any races happening at Club.
Yeah.
So anytime they do an actual
Yeah.
race there,
It's such a fun track, though, isn't
it is, and it was perfect for the rental carts,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah.
It was great.
You
I
guys
was
Yeah.
gonna say that track's really good for 4-stroke.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yes, it
about
is.
2-stroke. It's really tight.
Alex will tell you which track there is good for the 2-stroke.
Yeah.
The big
full
track.
roll course.
yes. Last time I was there with the 2-stroke cart,
Yeah.
they gave us the opportunity to do the sports car course.
I saw that on Instagram.
Which-
Yeah, I saw videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was silly. That felt illegal because like I'm flying down the longest straightaways that are so wide. I'm just like, holy shit, doing an 85 miles an hour in the tag.
Yeah.
It's just like, where are the cops? I feel like I'm on the highway right now.
we were actually just talking with Chris Kurst today
Yeah.
about Summit Point, and they run
That's right.
they run the sprint carts there.
Yeah.
And that's a fast track.
Probably.
Right.
got lucky because he was so close to hit the wall.
Right.
You 100%
Yeah. So Hugo over here is mentioning that
We'll get Hugo on in a second.
Yeah, Brad Danoff was there for that day as well. And we
Oh,
were
yeah.
coming to take the green. He didn't even make a lap. He was coming to take the green.
Was he in the shifter?
In the shifter.
Oh.
Probably flying at triple digits already, 100
Yep.
miles an hour.
Yep.
The motor seized, locked the rears.
Oh.
He did a 180. And all right, when you're going down the front straightaway, this is a car track. So,
So
it's a concrete wall.
he
It's
looked like-
not
Yep.
the soft,
Yeah.
So-
plastic barriers.
That's
He
right.
looked like Verstappen at Baku 2 years ago when the tire blew.
In a way.
Oh, yeah,
in a way.
you're right.
Good
Yep.
analogy
But
there.
he
I like this.
he collected himself
Very
pretty good.
timely.
So he was coming across the start finish line. That happens. He did a half spin,
Oh.
and then he caught it and just kind of rolled slowly to a stop. Really, to a stop backwards.
That could have been
I
painful.
was
That would've
honestly,
hurt.
The first time I saw that video, I thought he was just like, I thought it was like the end of the session, just trying to like
Yeah.
do something for the
That's
camera.
what-
And
No,
I was,
no.
but then I heard that and I was like,
Yeah.
no.
All right,
Yeah.
let's turn to the guests here. In the iRacing, so both of you doing iRacing?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
What in the endurance space on iRacing? What have you done?
I've done a 3-hour race at Road Atlanta.
All right. Excellent.
I've done like mini endurance. I did 2 hours at Charlotte Roval.
So are you
Right.
doing like the weekly endurance stuff, not like the
Uh,
main big events?
Or just jumping in with friends
Yeah,
and
it's been-
stuff.
I've
Nice.
been if I get a like a text or a call from a friend.
So
like,
if
hey,
you
can
really
jump
if you
in?
really want to do something to really irritate your parents, do the Daytona 24 hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got asked to do that.
Because
and
Christian did
I
it.
was like, I don't.
Did that irritate you, Sean? Is that what you're saying?
I got phone calls. He's doing
Well-
it, and he went to bed. He fell asleep. I'm getting a phone call. I'm like sleeping. It's like 2 in the morning, and
Who
it's
called
like
you, Nate? Or
Nate.
something?
Nate called me because he
Well-
was driving and he needed a driver break because he had to go. He had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well,
So the phone
I
rings. I
gotta
had to go
take a
down.
shit. I gotta get out of here.
Well, wow, it wasn't that. But anyways, so I had to go downstairs. Christian's like passed out on the couch. I'm like,
Yeah.
you gotta get up. Nate's
Yeah.
like out there.
That's
well,
crazy.
our mistake that year was we only did 2
Two drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it
Yeah.
two.
Oh
do
my
4.
God.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
was- it's-
Yeah.
well,
24
but
hours.
the only
They
saving
won their
grace out of it was
they
yeah,
won
we
their
won our
split.
split.
Nice.
That was the only saving grace. So
But yeah, that's
Oh,
fun.
my.
That's all right. So you guys done 3
How long have you guys been on iRacing?
Not long.
2 years for me now.
Okay.
Have you done
Way
Card
longer.
Cup?
What?
Card Cup?
Cart Cup?
No,
No,
Carb Cup.
Carb
Oh, Carb Cup.
Yeah.
CARB.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
late night
Yeah.
Carb
Yeah,
Cup
yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah, that's
You know what's so funny about the restrictor plate oval racing, like easy things like that, is just how much people just
That-
have casual
No,
conversations.
The best
Oh,
is
yeah,
like
yeah,
at,
yeah.
at the ones at
Voice chat.
midnight
Yeah.
are even better because people are like some people are hammered on it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Well, especially when it's like either like Daytona 500 or Talladega.
Talladega, yeah.
Week 2.
We
like,
did it.
Everyone's
we did it
feeling
at Talladega.
Yeah.
We were like swinging in and out. Like
Yeah.
we had 3 of us, and it was hilarious. It was like people from all over the world on it. So
Right.
it was crazy.
Right. But anytime I've been on those servers, it's a lot of southern drawl as well.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Dale Jr. is my man.
That's right. yeah.
Hell yeah.
Praise Hail. What's
Praise
the-
Dale.
Yes. Raise Hail,
Dale.
praise Dale. That's
yeah.
right.
No.
That's
Dale,
right.
yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, you guys need to. You definitely need to aim for that October endurance karting
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Sure, that's on the list now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Taking it
can
on.
get what, like 4? I know it's kind of pricey, but it's worth it.
Well, it's 16.
3 or 5 guys. I think
what
would
was
do
the
it.
total? What was the total? 1,600.
It was 16. Yeah. This
13.
one.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
the
we're
one
talking
bef-
like
the one
16-year-old
before
kids here.
was-
You
was-
know, it's
was
kind of tough.
1,500.
So, Dad.
That's the best part. I got a kid that's like out of college,
But
got a job
yeah,
now.
the more drivers you have, the less expensive it gets.
Yeah.
So
Right. Right. So we had 6 drivers, and it was like $266 a guy
Yeah.
because of that.
And
Yeah.
you guys did great because you guys, you can get. Oh, I don't really want. I'm only gonna drive for this. And you know how it starts.
But that wasn't even the mindset.
No, but
dude.
that's the best
No,
part.
no,
that's the
ex-
best
exactly,
part.
right.
Yeah.
What's
You
that?
know,
Right.
it's like you get the
you
right
guys get a
people.
team, like just make sure
Yes.
like throw ego out the window. That's
So-
the whole
Right.
thing with endurance
Right.
racing.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter because all that matters is like how you guys finish.
Yeah, if you make it to the end.
Right.
Right.
If
Right.
and who we capitalize on our fastest guy,
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah.
like
Alex.
it happened to be, but
Pat yourself on the back.
so I happen to have the most drive time only because I was putting down the fastest
But
laps.
that's the way. Yeah.
And because I did over an hour of time. If you think about it, it was a 6-hour race. You would
Yeah.
think 6 guys get an hour each, but I ended up doing just a little bit more, just because I guess we wanted to capitalize
Yeah.
on the better lap time overall.
Uh,
And so I did more drive time. But
That's
that's just
awesome.
the attitude we had. And,
Yeah.
the other guys didn't give a shit that they lost 5-10 minutes of drive time that they
Yeah.
would originally get
Yep.
if it just made the result better. That's what we were there for, to have a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
result.
I will
you know?
say this. Alex had the best post afterwards. I forgot how much I missed rental kart racing
Oh, it was wonderful.
because I didn't have to bring anything. And I got to go home right
I got
afterwards.
there. I put on my suit. I was like, "What's up, fellas? Oh, I'm starting the race. Okay, here we go. All right, here's round 2. Okay, here we go. All right, race is over. See you later."
Yeah.
It was good. That was
I didn't
awesome.
need to pack up anything. I just took off
Right.
my racing suit, and that was it.
I'm
Gone.
going home. Don't have to worry.
Yep.
Tomorrow
It's-
I'll be struggling.
It was funny because it started raining at the end of the race
Oh.
when they were doing the trophies.
Yeah.
And the guys had to pack up the car, so
I
it's
got
just
a
like,
question.
sucks to be you.
Yeah,
Can I ask
exactly.
a question? Did they actually have enough trophies for you guys that finished 6th?
Yes,
I mean,
we
you had
we all,
6
we all
that
got
finished
we all
third.
got mouse
They give out
pads.
mouse pads?
Mouse
Yeah.
pads.
Oh, mouse pads.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were cardboard.
Oh, it wasn't as cool as the NOLA trophies that some team got.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
3D NOLA trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I like
shouldn't
that.
talk about people that didn't get those trophies. It would be mean.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking.
Hey, Rich, shut the up.
I did. Hey, just
ya.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I don't know where mine is.
you lost
Okay.
it.
It was in your truck somewhere, so I don't know where it is
Oh.
now.
Oh, now you gotta blame it on
Oh,
me.
you can believe it on
Yeah.
Rich.
Cause I remember we were
Oh,
Well,
There it is.
There it is.
ah,
Oh.
all right. Well, I'll take that one, I guess.
That's all right. That's a fun
right.
event. These guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah, that's a
so.
cool event.
That's
That's
it.
That I mean, the endurance karting stuff is nice because like if a cart breaks, like it's no worries. But
Yeah.
like
Right.
if you got one that of your own that breaks, like it's you.
That's
Yeah.
Well, all right, yeah. So the thing about doing an endurance race with your own machinery is that you're just that much more invested into
Yeah,
it.
Mhm.
definitely.
It's up to you
Yep.
entirely to make the whole operation happen,
Yeah.
and you really have to pour your heart and soul into it. You don't really get yeah, you don't have to do that with the rental kart endurance races, but there is that little bit missing of
Yeah.
just like,
Well, you can't sit there and go like, oh, like it'd be nice if I could have like a little bit more caster, or like maybe we could
Right,
make adjustment. Like
right.
there's no tuning at all.
Right,
So, like you
right.
just have to go out and drive, which is not. It's nice, but then you're also dependent on the karts being equal,
right.
Yeah.
which for us was fine because there really wasn't that much of a difference between
No.
a lot of them.
No, they're pretty even.
And then, but like obviously, if you get karts where you're a couple months in, like stuff's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you do it with your own machinery and it's really up to you to make the entire thing work, it becomes quite self-rewarding when it does work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I enjoyed watching it because like I was watching it on the live stream.
Yep.
And
yep.
it was cool. At first, it wasn't so cool because like the live stream kind of sucked. And then
Oh,
they
it was awful. Because
no, but it got better. They like an hour into it, they moved the camera.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
moved- yeah.
alright.
Well, guess where they moved the camera to?
Right
My
over
pits,
our
right?
Right over your
Yeah,
pits.
yeah,
And
yeah.
all I could
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
was you guys like.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the race, somebody's cart pitched the chain,
Damn it.
and there were two.
Oh.
And you know what? No, nothing against it. But I saw like two people go running, and it was you
Yep.
and who else? Oh, Rich.
Yep.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
then
And
Rick,
then
Rick,
Rick was behind
right?
it.
I
Brown.
didn't see-
Rick Brown,
yeah.
yep.
But it was hilarious because like I knew immediately who, like I knew it was Alex, you know, and it was like so funny. And then like you guys could go by, and I was like, I'd see
awesome.
Jeff and Christian in the pits and stuff. And it was, and Blanchard's on the track just waving at everybody. you know?
He was
It was
telling us
awesome.
he didn't need a rest.
No.
We were trying to call him in. He's like, "No, I
No.
got plenty of fuel. Leave me in."
Yeah.
He's a man on a mission.
Yeah. But that see, you guys would like that. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just
He
gotta have a
basically
crew
did
that-
endurance
But-
today. I don't know how you can run
Two?
206 and X30.
He's 16. He can do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's
I-
23.
24.
24. It's like
What
worse.
doesn't make a
It
difference
doesn't
at this
make a
point.
difference.
When was your birthday?
September. Yeah.
I got time.
He's got time. Anyways, that's good.
I'm past 21, it's
Looking
fine.
to next events, Cartmania.
Well,
So
technically,
have you guys
wait,
done
wait,
it?
wait, wait, wait,
tomorrow.
wait.
Yeah.
Technically, next
Yeah,
event
next
is
event's tomorrow.
All
Yeah.
right.
This is a double
I know.
weekend.
It's a
Yeah.
double weekend. We're going the other way.
Race
But,
3
like-
today, race 4 tomorrow.
Well, I was just kind of in the enduro theme. So,
Yeah.
Carmania,
Gotcha.
you guys done that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's fun. Big track.
Wicked
I
fun
love it.
event.
Yeah.
yep.
That's-
I hope it is the big track. If it rains, it won't be.
Yeah.
Don't-
Which is
don't
you- like
a ray of sunshine over
why?
there.
Why can't we attempt the big track on rains? You know,
Safety.
Safety.
you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what is the safety reason?
We don't want
You
to
know
pick
what?
someone off the track that's dead. That's no
Yeah.
reason.
That.
I think you would lose a lot of people
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that
Good
off
call.
camber that
Yes.
would end up
Yeah,
in
no,
the
no,
swamp.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Some people
we-
can handle it. Some people couldn't
Yeah.
handle it.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
people that couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah.
We
I
just
don't
don't
want to
take
be
a
on
chance
that.
with.
Anyways,
I'd be worried
that'll
about
be
that
fun.
off camber corner.
Right,
Yes.
right,
Going over
right.
that in
That's
the
my
rain.
that's my favorite turn there.
Oh,
Actually,
it's fun.
it is
It's
fun.
fun in the dry, but in the
I shouldn't
wet, I
say-
imagine you
in-
could just easily lose it.
Sure,
the
but I think that
off-camber
would
one
make
and
it
turn
fun.
one.
Turn
You know,
one.
bumper
the
cars?
banked.
Yes.
All right.
I like that turn.
All right, let me ask the whole posse here. So you guys got to run Kanan the last time in the reverse direction.
That's right.
Yes.
How was that?
So much better.
How you guys like the last time we were raised there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the reverse direction.
I
Yeah,
love
I loved it.
Fantastic.
It
Yeah.
flowed so nice.
Yeah.
It did.
It feels so much better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hear this. I heard this from Rich. That
What did you
Dave,
hear from
Did
Rich?
Dave? Is it Dave that's the track
Del
manager?
Genio, yeah.
Yeah. So Dave said to you that was the original plan
right.
for the cart.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
Was to run that direction.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that. Yep.
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 That's what he
That
told
was
me.
You know
awesome.
what? Honestly, it kind of made sense.
It flows better.
Yeah,
that-
it does
good
flow
point.
very
Cruz
well.
pointed that out.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it
That
flows
was
very
awesome.
well.
So we've been wanting to run that direction for several years, but
Yeah.
we didn't have enough barriers.
Yeah.
But we finally, with F1 closing,
Goes and
Yeah.
might get those barriers.
those
so
barriers,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I see.
That was
All
it.
That's awesome.
All right.
Yep.
That's awesome. But yeah, it looked awesome. It was
Yeah.
like I was kind of I was nervous about turn one. Turn one.
I was very nervous about that as
I
well.
just didn't because I just thought like
Well,
people would
this-
get there and
it's
just be like-
amazing how much runoff there is there, right? I mean,
Yeah.
well, it was
yeah,
also amazing.
gallons.
Like people actually can make moves on the inside there too,
Yeah.
which I
Mhm.
was kind of
Yep.
But it was kind of cool watching everyone. I didn't realize like I know when you go the way we've traditionally gone there, like when they go in the turn one down there, which became the last turn.
Yep.
When you guys came through there on the reverse direction, it was actually quite a run down.
Kind of
Yeah.
like
yeah.
drop down.
That's
and
right.
get
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's kind of cool.
But there's still enough track there that like you didn't have an issue at all.
Yeah.
Oh, not at
Right.
all.
Exactly.
Could you hold that open in a tag as well?
Where was this? Were you asking?
Canaan.
Last
At
turn
Canaan,
at Canaan.
the last time.
Yeah.
So traditional turn one.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
other
No,
direction?
no, no. Coming
Yeah.
the reverse direction. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flat out.
Yeah.
Here's the
Flat
thing.
out.
Here's the thing about that corner is that you come to it and the curbing is hiding how much exit you have.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You're
you
right.
go into it and it's just like, oh Jesus, and then eventually
Yeah.
you get to the
Like, oh my
apex,
God.
and it's like, oh wait a minute, there's all this
Well,
exit. Okay,
It's like a
never mind.
helipad out there.
Yeah.
Did
I
they-
like the curbing because it's like hidden and it's not painted.
Well,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for the last
Hold on.
the
Vic,
second race.
you know you're on the camera.
He's like, I know, I'm beautiful. I don't give a shit.
But the was the second race? Did they cut the grass there? Because the first one,
I think
don't,
they did.
I don't think.
I think Dave.
I
No,
can't-
I think Dave took the tractor out and cut the grass.
Because I remember walking around there the first time and I was like, wow, man, if you go like the other way, like
You'd
you
never
can't even
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah,
see
he
it.
cut the grass.
So.
That was.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that on some of them they could start looking like that?
How was it in the
Do you
206?
remember last
The
year
majority of
Oh.
when we
yeah.
did
Sorry.
Kartmania at the off camber at maybe lap 2? For some reason, I decided to drive straight off track,
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
and you could
How
not
did that
see
work?
me except
Oh,
for
yeah,
a
'cause you're
little
in the
tip of my
weeds,
red
yeah.
helmet. Yeah.
Wow. In the 20
I've seen a lot of people just right in the weeds there.
pretty
Yeah,
easy to
I
just,
don't-
what turn?
if you don't take it right,
The
Yeah. I
Off
don't
camber
recommend being out
left-hander?
there.
just
Ooh.
drop it
Yeah.
right into
Yeah.
the grass.
yeah,
Is that where Ryan went off?
I've seen
No,
a
no.
bunch of people
The-
go
in the
off
World
there.
Formula race, didn't Ryan go off
I-
there?
There was
I
a
s-
pile
I-
up there.
I was gonna say,
year or two
yeah.
ago.
I got all that on camera. That's
Oh,
just,
all right.
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, I'll take 5 position of this.
So, like in the 206 class, that must have been
Yeah, that was
crazy.
crazy. There was one breaking point in 206.
The majority
That's
of
it.
the
Right, the first corner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
corner. That's it.
full
and then,
throttle the rest of the lap.
Right,
so
right.
awesome.
That makes sense.
But it,
Yep.
it felt nicer than full throttle on the long track.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like your foot gets cramped up. You're just on the throttle the entire time. But
Yep,
this one was
yep.
like you have to have like some sort of technique to it.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Right.
That's how's the 206? Like we I don't think they had 206 when we were last ran Kartmania.
Yeah, last year.
Did
Yeah,
we
but
run?
it- yeah,
did-
a lot
no,
of
no,
years
no.
ago,
Did we
yeah.
run? Did we run Kartmania last year? Sorry. I can't
No,
remember.
no,
No,
last
we
year
didn't. We didn't.
The last time we ran
Ran it.
Kartmania,
No,
They
no, you
didn't-
were there last time because you you
No.
and Rick took off from the pack. Don't you remember?
Was that Kartmania?
That
It was
wasn't-
Kartmania.
No,
That's the
no.
only time we
No.
won.
No.
No.
Remember
That was the
last
double
year,
weekend.
Last year when we did the double weekend, it was full track. Was not Kartmania because
Yeah.
Kartmania was rained out.
Oh, was it in
out.
August?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, it was in
yeah.
August,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like
Right.
when we
Because
last,
Right.
so we ran it a
Right.
couple years ago. I don't think
Yeah.
they had 206.
Yeah.
So how's it like in 206 on the big 206 on the big track must be fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, Cruz
Yeah.
leaving the
Cruz
podcast.
leaving.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks, Cruz.
for coming.
Hey, nice job.
Vic
Hi,
joining the
guys.
podcast. What's up?
Thank you.
Vic's here.
So I don't know which one of you guys done after the rain out in 2019. So we did the big
Oh.
section. The way you guys went in this last race at Canaan,
Yep.
we came from the long section and went in that way, that track. We did that loop.
Yes,
It was
yes.
Unbelievable. You've
Yeah,
done that?
yeah. I've done,
Yeah.
Yep.
I would guess they would call that Canaan Track 2 or some
Yeah.
shit.
And
Yeah.
beginning of that season, we did the same with the long section with the second go-kart section.
Right.
We avoided
Right.
the 3 twice.
Oh, like
Correct.
where the kid carts go.
2019.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
we've done the kid cart, both sections with the long loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
That's cool.
I think was awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I have to take
After
a
the
wicked
rain out, the
piss. I'm
short
going to leave
one.
you guys.
I gotta go to
Thanks.
bed. It's past my
gotta go to
bedtime.
bed.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Oh, 16-year-old.
He's probably the
Thank you, guys.
smartest guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Smartest
Hey,
guy.
thank you very much for joining the
Thanks.
podcast.
Thanks a lot.
Of course.
I'm gonna let him leave. I'm gonna go take a leak here.
All right.
All right, Jeff. We'll see you later.
See you, Jeff.
Jeff.
Anybody want to
good
take
night.
that extra mic? Go for it. I'll be right back.
All right. Anyways, let's move on. Alex will be back.
Yes.
Would
Yeah.
you like
Take
an
any-
extra
he's-
microphone?
He's got. Oh, Mari, you want to jump in?
You wanna hop on?
You want to hop on? You can give the worker perspective.
Yeah.
I guess I could.
Yeah.
Oh, hold it up.
I don't.
Is it working?
Test.
Yeah.
Can you
it's
hear
working.
stuff?
I can hear
You're
stuff.
the only one with
Yeah,
the
I
headphones.
know.
Are you literally the only person with the headphones?
Well, Alex has got
What
it.
Alex?
Yeah.
Like
But
this
he-
massive keyboard here.
Yeah,
he can
this is
only do-
this is Alex setup though. So
it's
that's
Alex
not,
setup.
Yeah.
Our setup's a little different.
Yeah. What is it? Your cell phones? with
No,
this?
no,
it's-
we have a thing.
It's a mini
It's
that.
a mini
mini
that.
that.
Yeah,
right in
and
the
we
But
middle.
can just
everything we hit, like you can plug the mics
It's
in,
a little
plug.
easier to use.
A little
Yeah,
bit,
well,
yeah.
we've got.
So you guys do something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we do
Podcast,
something.
yeah?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
so
we've been
the other
doing-
cool thing is we got a Bluetooth thing, so now people can call in.
Yeah, and we basically have a conference call.
We have a conference
Wow.
call.
You
Yeah.
have. Well, this sounds like something that must be taken advantage of.
because we have Nate on our
Can't-
podcast usually, but he's up in Merrimack or
so
no Manchester.
So we can't get
So
there all
yeah,
the
not
time.
all the time. So
Okay.
so this makes it
So
a
you
hell of a
dial
lot
in
easier.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the
So-
three of you, right? You,
Yeah.
Three,
you
but we
guys
can
do-
have like as many people call in as long as like Christian's phone can handle it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, whatever. Apple
So what's
can
the
handle.
topic today with you guys? I didn't hear. in the
No, we
beginning.
were
It
just
was
been,
all
it's
go
just been
karting.
just recapping what's going on today and stuff like that.
And also
I'm
just
gonna,
kinda catching
I
up
hate
in
to say
general.
this, but I really enjoy the showers down here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a
It's nice
pause.
to have an actual shower.
shower.
isn't it?
Yeah.
This morning was awesome
I
with the
know.
hot water, right?
I come in
6 a.m.
6 a.m. I go in the shower. And Vic's in there. Hey, the shower's great. Plenty of hot water. So I don't care.
Well, you're missing the best shower of all time, which is the family shower. That's out of order.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
out of order.
Oh, it's simply the best.
Oh,
Oh, it's awesome.
well. What time do you go down there? Like 2 a.m.
No, I go
Oh.
anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime. Most people
Hey,
don't
at least
think
they
use
at
it,
least they have it.
except for
You know,
me.
it makes a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez. I feel like,
But the bathrooms are a little. I feel like they're a little bit in disrepair right now.
well,
I feel like they need a little bit of work before
I'll get
the
on
big
Well,
NASCAR race.
big
Well,
NASCAR
last
race.
race,
They didn't
last
have 'em.
season, that double day at Canaan with the big
Oh.
crack. So me and Rob Bain, we took a shower on the outside there.
Oh yeah.
oh,
Freezing
yeah,
water.
they
Pull it. Oh, my
pull the
God.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah,
First
Rob.
time wasn't
Rob
even
said that
dark.
was.
I
Rob's
mean,
like, bring
we
your
sat
bathing
up
suit and go
and
stand over there.
By the time we went to the shower, it was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice cold. You have to.
Of
pull it
course.
out. The next day we went earlier,
Did we
but
stay?
it still was
did
cold
we
water.
stay?
so-
Or we stay at the hotel that night? We went to the hotel. I think we did the hotel.
Well, you got
Yeah,
the
I think we did
Stagecoach
the hotel.
Stagecoach Inn. That's
Oh,
actually.
where
a
is
lodge.
that?
Yeah.
It's a half a mile from the track.
Which
You-
way? Up the hill?
You just go up the hill.
Oh.
Yep. It's fantastic.
We went up the hill in a motorhome once. We did a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
When was
That's
it?
not a right. That's not a road for a motor.
2018 or
But Mike
19,
Glover
I
did it.
called him
Mike-
early enough,
Mike
and
Glover
I said,
did an
"Put me
amazing
down for
3-point turn."
every weekend
Yep.
we had
Yeah.
Canaan.
Yep.
And it was the washout year, the 19.
Ugh.
And then the rain came and took it away. So
That was a day that will live in infamy.
yeah, you were there.
I
when
was the
it
first
happened.
one there.
Yeah.
It was me and Dave. I had to save him from getting washed away by the river.
That's right.
Wow.
Forgot about that.
I-
Then we had the pictures.
I should have lost my trailer. What should have happened, but I got there a little later. I was at Archie's in the morning, and then I went up to the track, and I just dropped my trailer off. But I looked and I saw water coming underneath the Armco, and I was like, "Well, this seems kind of weird. Why is the water coming this way?" And I went and looked. I saw the raging stream down a river.
That is crazy.
And I
I
hooked
forgot
up my
about
trailer.
that.
Parked it up by the barn,
Yep.
which
Thank
if you
God.
ever need to know where to go there, to
That's the
survive
high
a
point.
flood,
That's the high point.
exactly. That barn was
Yeah.
untouched.
That's the
But
high point. Oh
it
my
came
God.
through the
The
pits,
barn that we put the
all the barriers in.
Barriers during
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
winter,
that's
right?
the high
Exactly.
point
Because I
right
was
over
there
there.
one time, the first weekend, we pulled them out from
Yep.
there.
I had to grab Dave. He was in a raging river. Put him in the truck, and we took a left out the gate. And for a second, I almost didn't drive through because the
Right.
water was over the road. I didn't know what the hell's underneath it, but I just said fuck it. I put it in part of my friend's.
Yeah,
Nope,
no,
anything's
alright.
allowed.
Yeah.
We can bleep it.
And I just booked it. We went right through and right up to the lodge, and
I was bummed
Came back
out.
the
I
next
went
day.
overseas vacation all the way to Lebanon that year.
Yep.
Because of the Kart Mania, I came back home
Just for
early
that?
just for the Kart Mania. And Friday morning, getting ready.
well,
We
Vic,
got
at
the
least you
license.
flew back. There was a family that drove from like Miami
Yes,
Florida.
yes,
way,
I heard
really?
about
Yeah.
that.
all
Yes,
the way up.
yes,
Yeah.
And Mike put out an announcement early. He put out an email blast and
Yeah.
everything. And they drove all the way up. I still remember walking up on the little hill where the chicane is, the bus stop on the back there. And I see the kid and I see the father. And they just walked up on the hill. They looked at the track. They turned around, got back in the truck, and left.
Ugh,
Wow.
Yeah, what do you do?
I don't.
that sucks.
Do you
I
just
think I would move here. I wouldn't drive.
Oh,
So
man.
What do you guys think? I don't know. I haven't watched any of your podcasts this year about the bouncing Formula One cars.
The bouncing and the porpoising, they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, all right, wait. How is that not the same thing?
Well,
how are they
because
defining
porpoising
that?
is
By
the
definition.
aerodynamic stalling, right?
Yeah.
The bouncing is because the cars are so stiff they
Yeah.
can't
Okay.
take the curbs or the bumps or anything, right?
Regardless.
Okay.
I mean, the one that's like shaking on the straight.
Yeah, the one that we all
The
see.
Mercedes
Yeah.
and the Ferrari is the two
Yeah.
Yeah.
obvious
Yeah.
ones
Yeah,
are
yeah,
doing,
yeah.
you know. But Ferrari is doing that, but it's still doing great all over
Yeah.
the place. So,
Right.
I don't think it's that bad as the Mercedes.
yeah.
Mercedes looks the worst.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless, they can all figure it out because every team is, or I shouldn't say every team, but enough teams have figured it out through
Yeah,
their
yeah.
engineering. So
Yeah.
I'm like, there's clearly a solution out there, but I think it's up to the teams to figure it out because you're not gonna. It's wrong to
Yeah.
penalize
So
one
what
team.
do you think about when the FIA says you can do this except one team showed up?
You make rules exceptions in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Well-
Well, F1's always done that, though, haven't they?
Yeah. So hasn't Toto.
See, all right. So, am I the only defender of Mercedes here?
Yes, you are.
Well, you are wearing the hat.
Yeah. I was gonna say
So-
100%.
I do think they have a point. I do understand why they made the point. I
get it.
think it's a smart point to make. But, seeing these guys go down to their breaking point
Yeah.
and they're just bouncing down the track,
Yeah.
I don't know how they see the breaking point.
But the way that they wrote that rule that got put in place
Yep.
screwed Mercedes even more.
No, I understand. I totally understand that.
Which I think is fine because if half the grid isn't having an issue,
Right.
then that's up to you to.
But I
figure
don't
it out.
think Mercedes is not the only team that's experiencing it.
Yeah.
Every
McLaren,
te-
No.
Ferrari,
they-
I mean, I've been
Every team
complaining
in
about it.
some
Yeah,
degree,
other team
yeah.
is. I mean,
Yeah.
even Alfa Romeo came out and said that we would be faster, but we're prioritizing our drivers
Right.
rather than just the
Right.
car
They're
speed.
not,
Right.
which
Which is
seems
fine.
like they're not showing all the teams bouncing, but the top three teams they'll show you. I mean,
Well, Red
Renault-
Bull has it, but it's not as
Not
It's not as bad.
not
anywhere
as
near.
obvious as
Yeah.
Mercedes and
Yeah.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Seems like the McLaren guys have avoided it altogether. Just
except for
I
the last
think-
couple races.
I think there's
Sure.
something else there.
They might not be.
it's something else in which way?
Like, I just don't think. I mean, I thought they made.
I think they missed the ball in the design this year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
so
Well,
what,
yeah,
what,
I mean,
what,
they're
what
not.
happened to Daniel Ricciardo, guys? I can't figure
I
that
don't
one
think
out.
anything's-
about
He's
What's
that.
that?
I don't want to talk about that.
Why
No,
not?
you're a Danny
Why not?
Rick fan?
Let's bring it
Yeah.
up.
Let's bring it up.
McLaren fan, but don't want to talk about it.
Keep the mic up.
Gotcha.
I think-
gotcha.
I
There's
think
nothing about being. There's
It's
nothing
just-
wrong about
No,
being a
it's-
McLaren
Danny hasn't
fan.
lost anything.
He's just having a lot of bad luck. He has the talent. He's
Right.
proven it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Or it
last
could-
year Monza, he proved it.
Yeah.
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 It's
But it could-
just, I think it's just this year the car, because of the whole aerodynamic and the chassis change,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it took a toll on everybody
Yeah.
as
Yep.
it is. So I'm hoping that maybe next year, maybe he'll have better luck.
I hope he's there next year.
Yeah,
I
it
just-
seems
I-
like
'cause
the
he has a
car is not
contract for next
supposed-
year.
His contract's
even-
there for next year.
Yeah, I just
Right.
don't want to get into this. Oh, we're gonna ship him off to IndyCar because
I know.
like that's
Yeah.
the rumor.
No,
and
it's
don't
not.
take
No.
that seat.
No,
it's
no,
like
it's not
it's
gonna
like a
happen.
free,
No.
it's like
Yeah.
a waste. Just leave him there and just
No.
develop the car.
But he was even saying too. He's like yeah. I mean, it's good to know that people are sitting out there concerned about my speed because clearly
Yeah.
like he's had talent to you
Yeah.
know have people question him like that.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he's still better than Lance Stroll.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I wish
That
we-
is.
I mean,
wi-
the talent
wish we had-
doesn't go
Fact.
away overnight.
No,
you know,
no,
with
no,
somebody
no.
young like him.
No,
you know?
but even the past two races, he's had good pace compared to Lando too.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
and
correct.
Lando's
I-
getting.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
I
Lando's
think
getting
last year
frustrated
it was
or if
his first year, and the car was developed and suiting more
Yeah.
Lando than him.
Sure.
Well,
I-
to be fair,
I-
from what it seems, also like Lando is the #1 driver right now. Ever since
Well,
Sainz really left.
Yeah, it
he's,
seems it.
Yeah,
he's
and-
Zach's golfing buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say this that he actually, I was listening to the radio call from Baku. He was frustrated that
Yep.
he had to stay
Who, Danny
behind.
or?
No, Lando.
Both.
Lando.
Oh, But
Lando
you know what?
Morrison.
That's
Danny was frustrated that he wasn't able to catch up to Lando, but sorry to
Oh,
Alfonso.
are we gonna talk about the whole? Can I pass him? I hate that crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Well,
yeah, I know,
yeah.
but you know what?
But
But Danny
Ricardo,
Rick had
Ricardo
that
got
same-
Ricardo got in front of
Yeah.
you. So sorry.
yeah.
But remember,
No.
Danny also had the. He wanted to pass Lando earlier in the race.
Yeah.
Did they let
They
him?
No, they
No.
didn't.
Oh,
Oh, they
in that
did.
race. No, they
No.
did
No,
not.
they didn't.
Some
Oh, I
teams,
know.
No, they
Because
didn't.
wouldn't let
some
Lando at
teams
the end
like
do it.
Red Bull,
I got you.
McLaren
Yeah.
from way back. They,
Oh, yeah.
they never had like team order and stuff.
Yeah.
They said the
Yeah.
drivers are
Right.
ready to
Yeah.
race.
Multi
Yeah,
21.
But
because-
the big team, Ferrari always had number one driver.
Yeah.
Oh,
they-
absolutely.
Absolutely.
I heard Felipe Massa talking how the 2007 season was fantastic, at least at the start, because before it was Michael, and he was like,
Yep.
yeah, that's
yeah,
your.
yeah.
But I guess what he was saying was that for the first half of the year, you guys do whatever you want, and then by halfway, whoever's leading the points, that's who we're going with.
If Michael
Uh-huh.
didn't leave at the end of 06,
Yep.
that 07 championship would have been his
Yeah.
in his
You think?
pocket.
Yeah, you know what? The Ferrari was a strong car.
Yeah.
Massa almost
I
had
mean,
it.
he almost
McLaren-
won it, and he
McLaren.
didn't break down for like how many races? I think
Yeah.
season and a half.
Yeah.
And he blew his engine while he
It-
was leading.
So
I think.
it's
I
kind of
forgot
funny.
where it was.
Well, it's-
And after that,
So-
you know,
That's like the Mercedes dominance too nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, like when
Yeah.
Lewis's engine miraculous went kapoof in Malaysia. I mean, like everyone was going
Oh,
crazy,
he was
but
so far ahead
Yeah.
in that race, too.
but that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like
Yeah.
they're bulletproof. Even this season,
yeah, that's
they're
their
completely
last
bulletproof
race
right
that,
now.
They had
But-
double retirement, right?
So
couple
on-
seasons ago, Mercedes.
Yeah. something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Was like when
It's
Nico
been a-
was there. I think,
Yeah,
right?
it was oh shoot, I
Six-
forgot what
I
race
think
it was. It might have been either Singapore or something like that.
season, I
Wasn't-
think.
Yeah, 2016.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Singapore because they both took each other out.
Not that
I
race.
don't
There was another race that they both had mechanical issues.
Yeah.
They
Ah.
both
It's
retired.
very very rare on Mercedes
Yeah,
end,
yeah.
which is
Right.
I mean good for
I
them.
don't trust that Honda engine as much as.
Whoa.
who has a Honda engine?
I'm
Red
sorry,
Bull.
Red Bull Power team. I'm so sorry to insult.
It's a
They don't
Honda.
call
So-
it a
Right.
Honda.
All right, so on the Red Mist podcast, the pitfalls of Ferrari have become over the last couple of weeks have become a running
Isn't
joke.
it fantastic?
Yes.
Yes,
I-
exactly.
It's just like
Exactly.
I just sit there and I go, you guys really,
I didn't hear that part. What was it?
No. So we're like kind of been talking about just Ferrari just
How they've muffed it up.
basically
Yeah.
And it's like
puked
and it's
on
their own
themselves.
undoing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Every time.
Azerbaijan,
Every
I was
time.
in Canada,
Yep.
so we had a party Saturday night, graduation party, and that race was a 7 a.m. race.
Yep.
So none of us got up to watch the race. Plus, my friend, he doesn't have a cable, so
Yep.
there was no network. So his daughter's house, which is my goddaughter, so he goes there to watch it, and we didn't get up to watch it. So we were talking about Saturday. It's a do or die for Ferrari. It's this race. They have to win
Yeah.
to be in the championship fight, and then
I agree.
both cars retired.
Actually, it was all
So
mostly
we're going
Ferrari
through
that
YouTube
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
the race replay
Like
at
the
the
like
end.
the thing
What
Kevin
pops up
Magnussen like
first
the
thing?
Ferrari.
Double retirement Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before even we watched it, we knew they were both
But the-
gone out
Yeah.
until the highlights.
But
you know?
we've also said too, because think back at the end of the second race, and you're like, wow, like Leclerc and Ferrari are gonna run away with all of
yeah,
it,
yeah,
right? And then
yeah.
now it's been
And
a 90
every
90 point
qualifying-
swing,
Every qualifying, he's still doing that.
right?
But the car seems like the tires wearing off quicker than Red
Yeah.
Bull.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. You
Yeah.
know,
I'm not gonna sell completely on Red Bull yet because
No.
just like Ferrari, like stuff
Yeah.
can
Oh, yeah.
change
They
in a
could
blink of an
just
eye.
break
So
like
who
that,
knows?
you know?
Because it only takes Leclerc to have a string of 5 wins in a row, and
Yeah.
That's right.
now you're looking like a threat.
Yeah,
Right,
especially
exactly.
especially with
There's-
That doesn't
They-
take much.
they
Look at
still
what
have-
happened to
Right.
Checo in Montreal.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't take much.
or even Checo at Jeddah.
That's right.
I mean, your race.
Yeah,
could go,
he
your
looked like
race
he was
could
gonna
go
win
by
that
anyway.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should have.
You know, and then all of a sudden that safety car and just
Yeah.
he got you know.
Was
So-
that Latifi
Racing,
that
what are you
caused the
gonna do?
safety car?
Formula One for me has been long time. I started watching when Ayrton Senna and Alan Prost used to race.
Jeez, gotcha,
You should.
gotcha.
When my dad comes back, he'll talk about how he went and saw Mario Andretti at Watkins Glen.
In 1978,
Wow.
Probably when he was a kid, right?
Wow.
He was a young adult.
My
I was gonna
aunt
say.
and my mother used to watch Ayrton Senna and Prost and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, my mother stopped watching when Senna died, but my aunt continued watching because of Felipe Massa, Rubens Barrichello,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
and all those guys.
Brazilian guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. But I think she also cheered for Schumacher at the same time.
Okay. Yep.
Which is funny because it was basically like, oh yeah, we used to cheer for McLaren,
Yep.
and then we also had like a little bit of a hint of Ferrari, and I'm like, okay, now I see where my little bit of a cheer for Ferrari is coming from.
Sure. Yeah.
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
0 cheers for Ferrari.
0 as
Zero.
well.
The only reason why I
0.0.
cheer for Ferrari is because of science. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I like science. I like Leclerc. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't- yeah, I
the
don't-
driver.
So I like
I-
Heinz Science because
Yep.
of his dad's.
I like
rallying
Heinz too. It's
days.
pretty good
Yeah.
ketchup.
Yeah.
So my original sport thing was with world rallying. We started rallying.
Yeah.
Okay.
We done that in Lebanon where I grew up.
Yeah.
So we all had our own cars. We used to go drive them on the same roads that you used to race.
Oh,
you
cool,
know,
cool.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
So that's how we started with rallying, and then Formula One. Once I came to the States, there was no rallying here. There was nothing. So Formula
not as
One,
big.
the only
Not
race.
as big.
And the races those days were at 4:55 a.m.
Jesus.
Oh,
They changed the time for them, European, in the afternoon, which
Yeah.
comes up to 8, 9 o'clock now.
Yep.
So I used to get up, watch them in the morning. So I got married in 1992. I am in Puerto Rico on a honeymoon, right?
Yep.
Formula One races on. So no cell phones, no nothing those days, alarm. So I called the front desk, says, please, 4 o'clock, 4:30 alarm.
Yep. Yep.
ESPN used to cover it those days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So way back, I'm talking in early 90s, and then went to Speed Channel, and then change.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gone through all
So,
sorts of.
I mean, ESPN is doing good job now,
Yep.
but sometimes where their other program, the race is delayed, they cut it right off.
Do you know what else happened in
Yeah.
1992? Alex, what happened in 1992 that you're aware of?
I was born.
That Alex was born.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sean was in his mid-20s.
So you are only a year
No.
older than my
No.
son, huh?
I
I
guess.
was-
Yeah.
he's
Wait
in
a minute.
93, born in 1993.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No, I was.
See?
I was 28.
I don't
There you
tell
go.
lies.
There you go.
I'm old.
So,
I told
wasn't-
Rich.
Sean,
I to-
you just
weren't
missed that.
around
I was
either.
talking that I started watching Formula One, Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna days.
So I don't want to go into this because I
So,
told
but
Rich.
Christian
No,
was saying
no,
that
I was just
What-
saying.
what
yeah.
don't we want to go
What?
into?
You've seen
What I saw? Yeah, I went.
We
I
must
went.
go into whatever
I went
this-
in 1978. I went to Watkins Glen.
how old you were.
I was 14.
Wow,
Gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Cool.
Yeah, and then the following year, and I put this out on our podcast. I actually did go to the first two. Now that I realize that I dated myself incorrectly on the last Red Mist podcast.
Yeah, you said
80
yeah.
and 81. Actually,
Yeah.
79 and 80. So I went
Okay.
79 to Ile Notre Dame and saw, and this is being Gilles Villeneuve, but I actually saw Gilles Villeneuve win there in the rain.
Nice.
And the cool thing is, and I wish Pete Sigourney was here too, because I saw Gilles Villeneuve and Bobby Rahal and a whole host of other great drivers, KK Rosberg and stuff, race it like
So
Lime-
Bobby Rahal raced F1?
Formula Atlantic. Oh, Bobby Rahal in 1978 ran at Watkins Glen in a Wolf.
And a wolf.
Yes.
Never
yes.
heard of it.
I'm assuming
Oh,
it's a Formula
look it
One
up.
car.
Look it
Yeah,
up
yeah,
because
yeah.
James Hunt drove a Wolf.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
And Jody Scheckter drove a Wolf. And
Okay.
excuse me, at
I don't know who that
78,
is.
in 78, he was the team. Bobby Rahal ran the second Wolf, and Jody Scheckter was the first car. But yes, they drove. And it was Walter Wolf. It was like he was a rich Canadian oilman.
Okay.
A lot of Canadians with money in Formula One.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
so, especially right now.
Yeah, right now.
So the
Anyways.
top teams always dominated
Yeah,
because of the
but
budgets
Vic, you
they
remember,
had.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
probably the greatest thing ever was. Did you remember like Rene Arnoux and Villeneuve in their wheel banging at Dijon?
No.
Oh.
Villeneuve days in the
Oh.
70s, I haven't watched.
Oh.
I started watching like mid-80s.
I watched. Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
that guy was my idol.
They
Besides
used to have a
Mario.
special engine for qualifying.
Yes, they had
Right.
special tires.
Right.
They used
They
to
had-
go
it was
whip
awesome.
The
It
money
was-
they
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
It was
They
great.
had spare cars.
But it
Yeah.
was cool because like
T-cars.
back in
Huh?
the day.
T-cars.
T-cars. In
Yeah.
the beginning, spare cars, T-cars always,
Yeah.
it was set up for Michael, like the Spa crash
Yeah.
that it
Oh yeah.
happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melee. I was
Yeah.
watching that.
It
so,
was awesome.
so they said, "Oh, Barrichello's going to the spare car. That's
Yeah.
set up for Michael." So I don't
Yeah.
know if they're gonna let him drive it, but he drove
It's,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
kind
here's
of
a question.
miss the old days. I was watching
Yeah.
19 last. What was I watching before we came up here? It was Thursday. I watched the 1979 Race of Champions from Brands Hatch on the Grand. Now Brands
Oh,
Hatch. If
nice.
you haven't seen the Grand Prix course there, woof.
Michael
place-
Eastwell raced at Brands Hatch.
Yes,
Who?
he has.
Oh, yeah,
Michael
Mike
Mike
Eastwell.
Eastwell.
Mike Eastwell did.
Yeah.
Pete Sigourney actually raced there too.
No
Really?
way.
Yes,
In what?
in a Formula Ford. I did
No
not
way.
know that. Yeah, Eastwell.
We gotta
the
have,
great
we
person. Yeah, we got to get Mike to call in from Australia.
Oh no, I was saying we gotta.
No. Seriously, Mike calling in from Australia because I want to hear about this photography thing that he's on now. This
Yeah.
thing is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sigourney would be.
Yeah,
ugh.
he could talk your ear off on everything.
Well, yeah, but I was telling Alex today, like we're at New Hampshire, and this used to be Briar Motorsports
Yeah.
Park, and
Right.
I'm not going to date myself, but I actually raced karts here, and I think I ran against Mike.
Mike Kamara.
Yeah, back in the day.
yeah.
When it was Briar.
Briar. Yeah, I think
Really?
I think Mike ran here. Back
Well,
in
wait a
the
minute.
day.
I bet he
How
did.
long has it been? All right. So.
Oh,
He might have
no.
ran here back then.
He
too.
did because this was like 1980s.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I think
Okay.
I think it was NHK. Mike was giving a history lesson on it, like out here, but like there was a guy from Brockton, Van. I forget. what
Yeah,
his last
Van wasn't all in
Yeah,
NHKA at
yeah.
the
He had. That's who my friends bought. We bought carts from and stuff
Okay.
like that. So ran here, and
Uh-oh.
I ran here. Oh,
There you go.
oh, the Beetle. She's got a version
Beetle.
of the Beatles. Anyways,
that Paul?
So, yeah, no, I ran. And then I used to come up here and run Corvettes at Mass at Briar, and
Yeah.
my dad had a Mazda RX-2. Oh, that thing was awesome.
Yep.
That and
Rack 'em.
we had an
Rack 'em.
RX-7, so it was awesome. Like you go into the bowl here. Because
Yeah.
this bowl, like, it's crazy because, like, the way the track ran, and if Alan Pope was here, Alan could tell you everything about the place. But you come down the hill, where you guys come up over the hill, take the start, you go straight to the bowl.
Right.
And then you go straight back across, and you're running back where the NASCAR's back straight is. And you go back to another bowl that was exactly the same, and it was downhill off camber all the way around, and put you on a straight and go around the pond that was over in turn 1 here. Turn 2 and 1.
Yep.
And then back out. It was crazy. Place was awesome though.
There-
But
there's-
it was a great car track too.
There's footage of Trans Am.
Oh yeah,
on
I was
YouTube.
here for that.
Y-
1970 Trans Am with the javelins like Mark Donahue, Peter Revson.
AMC Javelins.
AMC javelins, Penske's javelins. I mean, Bud Moore Mustangs. I mean, it was sick. I mean, it was crazy what was going on here. I mean,
Yep.
crazy. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'm
I
dating
only
myself.
recently learned that. This has been an oval track for like 30 years, roughly. Maybe 32.
The 90s definitely.
Yeah. So
I mean, it got all-
beforehand.
It was a road course.
Right. And what
Yeah.
was the name of it? You said
Briar Motorsports.
Briar
Park.
Motorsports Park. So
Yeah.
it was not New Hampshire Motor Speedway for.
There was
at
an
the
oval,
inception anyway.
an oval track, a half-mile oval track in the middle, but they
Gotcha.
couldn't really run it because it was a pond, like literally over there.
in the middle of it.
Gotcha.
So you didn't want to
So
run
before NASCAR got here, IndyCar used to come.
Yeah,
So I
right.
came.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
came
2011
three years in a row with Nigel Mansell.
it. Yes,
Oh,
Nigel
no
Mansell.
way.
No, yes, yeah.
I think Nigel won that race. here
Nigel
that
won.
day.
Nigel won a
The-
race.
that-
They
the race I was
also,
here.
I think this is the place where Honda got its first IndyCar oval win,
Gotcha.
and I.
If Rick Brown was here, he could tell you that.
Yeah,
Yeah, if Rick was
Rick
here.
would know that.
Yeah.
Rick
know
is
that.
the IndyCar
After the
fanatic.
split
I love
of
it.
Indy, I lost my touch
oh
with
yeah,
them.
when it was,
I
when it
personally
was
lost
kart,
touch
it
with
was
them.
oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
kart was sick.
I was like 3 years old when that
That's
happened,
all
so
right.
I have no
That's all right.
recollection of.
Christian wasn't. he
Yeah, I
was
wasn't
just-
around.
Yeah, he wasn't around.
Or if I
either.
was, it wasn't
Like,
for that long.
Like my son, similar to your age,
Yep.
so he knows I've been watching Formula One for years and years. So last race, he says, Dad, half of my friends watch Formula One now
Yep.
because of the
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the drivers didn't like it because of they were complaining dramatic things and
I
whatever.
thought
but they signed up.
so what year did they
Look,
just
look at
finish?
the
Year
races.
3?
They're putting third race in
Yeah.
America. It's the
Yep.
biggest
Yeah.
market of the world.
Yep.
Well,
Did they-
But,
did
but
it-
why? I mean,
hold
so-
on.
someone brought.
So they just did year 3, right?
Yeah, they did season 3.
Season
Yeah.
3, right?
No.
Yeah.
Season
Did-
4.
Oh yeah, season 4.
Season
right,
four.
that is right.
Well, no,
Yep.
Yeah.
Season 4 was the one that just finished.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Seasons 1 and 2 were great.
Yep.
Then they decided, let's sex it up.
Yes.
It's like every reality show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Season
And-
3 did have its highlight, though. I thought the way that they covered Roman's crash and the way.
Yeah,
he came
that
out of
was
that
good. Yeah,
That
no,
was
that
a
was
very
pretty
good
sweet.
episode.
It was pretty
that was
sweet.
good.
I mean,
that was
I've-
good.
I've heard mixed reviews on that one because it's like either because some people liked it.
It's still fake. All
but
right,
then-
so like I
but then
watched
other
it.
people are like,
I was
you
really
shouldn't glorify it,
but
whatever.
I
get
like
it.
Netflix. I think it's great. It's bringing everything to it.
Yeah.
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 I
But-
like the when Grosjean was brought in, like after his crash and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
To like,
good.
talk about it and
I
everything.
mean,
I
he's
think
the,
the one thing that I was kind of like, I did face palm was when he said like the whole like man on fire kind of thing, the whole
Oh,
joke,
Man
and
on
even
Fire, yeah,
his wife
yeah.
face
but
palm.
yeah.
He's doing the
Like-
big thing with the Phoenix now. That's what he's
Yeah,
calling
oh,
it.
Yeah.
dude, he's steering right into it, and
Yeah.
it's
But it's all right.
fantastic.
It's
he
okay.
was lucky somebody was watching over him. That
he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
The car, the going up was not clear. It was wedged between the rails because
Yeah.
he tried
Yeah.
once,
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
couldn't, and then his foot
But,
came off of the
um,
shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind
That's
of,
how his foot. And I guess the suits are brand new that year.
yeah.
Yeah.
The visor melted,
Yep.
but it did its job.
Yep.
The only thing was weak was
His
the
glove.
gloves.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
was
yeah.
upgraded that
Well,
year.
Yeah.
the only problem I had with that is that Formula One's got all this money, right? But you look at IndyCar, you look at NASCAR.
I think I know what
Yeah.
you're gonna say.
Probably IMSA the same thing, right?
Yeah.
They have a professional safety team at every race.
They do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the thing
Now,
at-
the only thing that Formula One has is
The doctor.
Bert Mylander and
Yeah.
the doctor.
Yeah.
That's
two
it.
people.
Yeah.
Well,
But Mylander hasn't changed in God knows
Like
how
20
many
years.
But they-
But he
He's a
drives. He
pace-
just
yeah.
drives a safety car, and
Yeah.
the guy that gets out. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I
He
Well, 'cause
drives
each
the pace
you're
promoter-
right. You're right.
But
Each
the-
promoter is the one that provides the volunteers.
Volunteers. Yeah.
And you just gotta assume it's going to be
But
good.
those
And-
two that came to the aid, they were the doctors.
I will
the
say
ones
this.
come behind the grid.
One,
Right,
One
right.
thing.
In the back.
The one thing I will say about this is, over the last couple of years, and Christian knows this because my dad used to do SCCA flag working when he, and Pete Sigourney used to do it too. And one of the things that I cannot stand right now is that these guys, these corner workers, cannot get to somebody. Okay, and it's like, it bothers me. All right,
Okay.
I know. It's like, well, we don't want anyone to get hurt, but who's to say that that driver's not hurt?
Right.
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 And who's to say that that driver? Yeah, Mari, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you know what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
like back in the day, like at Lime Rock, my dad used to work the downhill, which is like horrendous. Like
Yeah.
it is fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like, it was like guys would somebody go off, and the next thing you know, these guys would be come over. And it was always kind of funny because they were always doing the hysterics with the signals and stuff. But at least they knew the driver was okay, or the driver had to get cut out or something.
Yeah.
But now it's like 3 hours later, and it's like I'm sitting there going, some of these wrecks, like these guys are like, I'm like,
Well,
are you gonna get to them?
It's
yeah.
It's also mainly because some of the technology also of like even the survivability
Yeah.
feature of it has upgraded since then too.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I will admit there were times even when I was with SCCA when I was in Thompson where I would see a crash and I'm like I want to go out there, but
Right,
I
but you
was
can't.
always getting pulled back.
Yeah.
Like, hey, no,
Like
you
like
can't.
the
Oh,
first,
Because
like the
interesting.
first.
we need,
No,
we
and that's-
need you to be okay so
that's
you
the
can go
thing.
help the driver.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
okay, but what happens if this happens?
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
Driver's
same
hurt.
as like the virtual safety car that came out on the first.
I like the
car
virtual
that-
safety
Yeah.
car.
The first one that broke. So one guy went to push it back. The other one says,
Yeah.
"Come, we can't do it."
Right.
Because the race was still on.
Well,
green
the other crazy thing today, I know we're going off on a tangent, is like some of these cars with these hybrid ends, like you can't touch them. Like the Toyota.
That's
when it
right.
Broke, the
Right,
Toyota
yeah.
broke
Right.
down.
Right.
The Toyota broke down at Spa. No one could go near the thing.
Right.
Like they had to wait
Well,
until like the guys came out with the nuclear
but
suits and disarmed the thing.
But even F1 in early 2010s with the curve system, because they had to have drivers get out and jump.
I was
off the
Right.
car so that
I
they
would-
didn't shorten ground.
What was I
ground-
telling?
Yeah.
I was telling you about some race I saw. Like I saw a replay. And this is like 1980s, like Formula One race, and like cars would go off and they just leave it.
They
Like,
would.
yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
wait,
Leave
wait.
it.
Actually, I remember a few years ago, Formula One was posting classic races during
Yeah.
COVID. And one of the classic races was in Australia. What was the street course they used to do?
Oh,
Adelaide.
Not
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
No,
Adelaide. Yeah.
Adelaide
Yeah.
was
Adelaide.
an
Yeah.
IndyCar.
It was Adelaide. I think it was 86 or 87. And Ayrton Senna broke down. He puts his car on like the inside curb of one of the corners, and
Yeah.
like it's curb, a little bit of platform, and wall. He puts his car on that little bit of platform. The car stays there for the remainder of the race.
Yeah.
They never picked it up.
That's
It was.
Yeah.
It was just
yeah,
like,
it was
there it
crazy.
is. Avoid it.
That's
for
the
the
way
rest
it
of the
goes.
race.
I
Yeah.
know.
Or on a on the straight when Mansell blew a tire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they just leave the car there. There it is for the rest of the time.
No, it was kind of crazy. I'm like old school. I like
if
that
you
crap.
watch
But
Monster
anyways,
Jam,
Yes.
at the shows, if the truck rolls and brakes, they leave it as it is. When they go around, you see they never pick up at the last show, whatever, when they do the thing. They just leave it. So it's your luck.
Yep.
You have to work your way.
That's true. That is
your
true.
way around it. So
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, there was a little bit of that today, actually, especially on the exit of turn 2 to turn 3 and then turn 4, where a lot of the guys that had like something broke down for whatever reason, they would literally be stopped on the side, which is not that good because there isn't enough area as it is. So we basically just like, okay, you guys just gonna have to be careful with that.
Nola.
Oh, Nola
that was
insanity.
that was classic style to the max.
Because the driver's briefing was, if you break down, try and break down to the outside of the track.
Right.
And we're like, okay.
I'll
So then
try to.
so what happens if we break down to the inside? Well, then you gotta figure out how to get across. And we're like,
We have to figure it out.
I was like, all right.
And where did I break down? On the
Yeah,
other side of the racetrack.
Yeah.
You guys had to cross live track to come get me with a cart stand.
when
That's
today?
good. Safe.
No, this is at
no.
Nola.
No,
Some idiot
Yeah.
knocked me
Yeah.
into the tire barrier.
Yeah, the
that's-
Simcraft 24-hour races are super vintage when it comes
Do
to yellow
Do you
flags.
guys know where
and-
next year's event is going to be?
Well, actually, so I think I'm breaking some news today.
Oh boy.
Oh,
The thought is we
all
might have,
the sailors at sea.
this fall there might actually be 2 8-hour races
Okay.
in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
What do you mean
Like-
2 8-hour races? Like one
Meaning
Sunday, one Saturday, one Sunday?
yeah.
You've been to Pittsburgh.
Why wouldn't they
Christian.
do the full overnight? And
Or do
probably
a 12.
money reasons, I'm gonna guess, and maybe they
There
don't have
is-
enough light.
there is no lighting at Pitt.
That's
Christian's
what it
been
is.
there.
all right.
So.
yeah.
So
Did you do an SAE event there?
yeah, we just
Yeah.
used the dynamic pad. We
I
didn't
gotcha.
we didn't do the car track,
Right.
but they had carts on there if you
On
wanted to go
there,
rent
yeah.
it for a session.
So.
Okay.
Oh, look at that!
Interesting.
Breaking
Well, guys,
news.
on that
Interesting.
breaking news, I might have to.
All right.
Leave
Yeah,
the
you got to go get your
podcast
beauty
for
sleep.
My beauty
All
sleep.
right.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Well,
All
Rich
right.
Hemingway, thank you
All
very
right.
much for
Thank
joining.
Thank you for
you.
having me on your dual
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Almost 11
Quite
for
exciting.
everybody.
Oh,
else,
jeez.
so.
You're leaving as well, Vic?
No, I can stay.
All right. All right.
Speaking of classic cars, did you guys ever watch when they were doing the classic cars in Monaco and Leclerc crashed?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. He got it out of the way.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Lewis has driven, even Michael driven all these old Ferraris and McLaren that Senna used to drive.
Yep.
Just how the hell these guys used to drive this car?
Dude, they're
Yeah.
insane.
So
insane.
my
Very
I
favorite
mean,
is
handling of the vehicle. Forget about the shifting.
Yeah.
Taking your
right.
hands off shifting.
my
Right.
favorite
Overall, the
is my
steering,
favorite is the shifting.
the
Right.
way it
Because
is,
I like
and-
how you go down here and it's like, and you did that with
and they
the
used to
Formula.
sit in it.
Yeah.
You could
2000.
see their head
Yeah.
up. That's what everything changed. Like
Right.
with the hands device, they were all complaining. They didn't want it. Michael was one of them. He
Yep.
didn't want to wear the hands device.
Yep.
The Halo came in. They all complained about it.
So
And how many lives is saved since they put it on?
Right
So-
now, 4.
So
you know?
when the Hans device was developed by Jim Downing and his partner, I forget his guy's name. Damn, that device was so bulky. It's crazy. Like the pictures you saw of it. So each year that he came out with it, because he was running he was running the World Sports Car Champion, which was IMSA at
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
So he had this huge. I mean, this thing was big.
Yeah.
And each year it got different. And they got it to the point where it's like now it's like, oh, this is not uncomfortable to wear, and it like a small device like that can save you. It's like
Right.
crazy,
Right.
crazy.
When
But
was that developed?
it? Started in the 90s.
Okay.
Like
And-
he came up with it. Him and Jim Downing, who
What's that was?
The Hans
The
device.
Hans
Hans
device.
device?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
think it came early 2000s.
No, it was actually
So-
in the 90s they started developing it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
So
around the
they-
It
90s.
came
Yeah.
mandatory after Dale Earnhardt's death.
Correct.
That's where the big
Correct.
thing
Yeah.
is.
At Michigan State.
Right. There was the doctor at Michigan. There was
Yeah.
a professor at Michigan State that Jim Downing worked with
Yeah.
on this. It's crazy, but there's a book that just came out. I'll go look up. I'll bring it up on the Red Mist podcast next time around. Alex, I'll send it to you so you can bring it up.
So every big star.
It's no, but it's like so cool that device like made a huge difference.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, everything came out was after losing a star at a track.
It's like the
Right.
After Dark
So
crowd's
every
coming out
safety-
now.
Yeah, I know. Rich is coming back for some reason.
Oh, he
Like
forgot his
the-
flashlight.
Forgot your flashlight.
Yeah,
Like
in case
the
he
wheels
goes,
coming
oh,
off
He's
with
going
the
back to the
tethers
bathroom.
pulling in
Arturo's
it
making
and-
his way over here.
Arturo, he's like going to tell us to shut up. I'm like,
The
can you guys?
s-
I want to go to bed.
Wait,
Supernats.
stories for Supernats.
Oh.
None of us have stories for Supernats, but if you want to tell some
We
stories,
want stories about
yeah,
Supernats.
sit down, grab a microphone.
We want all the dirt.
There you go.
There you go.
What stories for Supernats?
I don't know. You came over
Anything,
here
yeah.
saying you were going to tell stories about
So
Supernats.
introduce
Tell me.
Arturo.
Oh yeah, Arturo, if you want to introduce yourself to the podcast.
And you
here.
give a plug for DRT.
My name is Arturo. I work for DRT.
Yep.
You know me, guys.
Yeah, most
we
of us do.
We know you, but who do the people?
We want the people to know
Yeah.
you, and
Well,
they do. You can
You
rent a
ask
ride
me,
with
I'll
them.
tell you.
You can do rent.
Okay.
You can
You
do
ask
rent
me,
a rides. You
I
can do
tell
all
you.
sorts of programs with them.
Gotcha.
And they sell
By
stuff.
the way, I am gonna be renting one of your cars for Kartmania.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Alright,
breaking
alright.
story.
Good.
Breaking,
Alright.
another
Sounds
scoop.
Yeah,
There's
another
so many
scoop.
scoops. Like
Yeah.
Hemingway comes
You-
off the top rope.
You
Yeah.
ask me, I tell you.
All right,
Want
all right,
to know.
all right. If we're gonna tell some cool Supernat stories, what's the most scandalous one you can think of off the top of your head?
Oh, when I won the Supernats.
Okay.
Okay,
In
and who
in
drove?
S1, Pro Shifter.
Okay.
When I won, I was the mechanic, but I won the Supernats.
He
Yep.
was Danny Formel's mechanic.
No way, Danny Formel?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
He just ran. Where did he run? His name just came up.
Danny
He just ran he's at Watkins Glen this weekend.
Yes,
In the IMSA series.
He won,
Lamborghini?
he won Lamborghini
Yes.
yesterday, and he won
Oh.
Lamborghini today, and
Nice.
tomorrow he's gonna race
In the 6 hour.
LMP3 in
Yes.
the 6 hour
Wow.
Wait, what car? What car?
prototype.
Prototype.
No.
The LMP3
L-
car.
LMP3.
Ah.
But he
LMP3.
ran the Lamborghini Super
Trofeo.
Trofeo race.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That-
he's
Wow.
now
Look at this. Love it.
Super Trofeo Lamborghini driver,
Driver.
Yep.
and coach
And
Whoa.
coach.
from
Interesting.
from Lamborghini.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yep.
I was his mechanic, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Danny won the Honda 2 years in a row.
Yep.
But
Yep.
the weekend I was there, he won both. KZ
Yeah.
and Honda.
No, he won Honda. The
Oh, no,
weekend
K-
you was there, he won Honda and
yes,
finished
yes.
Third in KC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
The other one,
Oh,
the
see,
CRG
that's
driver,
good
both
stuff.
years I
Yeah.
was there,
Look at that.
he won
Yeah.
the
The
KZ.
best part is I actually knew who
the
Danny
Kanto
Formel
won
was.
KZ
Right.
2 years
Awesome.
in a row. I
Yeah.
was there, yeah.
That's
Looks
cool.
like if we actually have him as a mechanic, somebody's gonna be successful in life, huh?
Yeah, you have all that potential
Yeah.
behind you. Don't blow it.
Yeah.
That's how
We'll try
Ricardo
not
is so
to.
good.
Yes, I am. Yeah, that's I am.
Yep.
Yep.
So
That's
I would
awesome.
say at this table, Arturo, you're probably the deepest into the whole karting scene as it
Yeah.
is, because
Yeah.
it's like full time
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Because
it is.
you travel all over the country to all these events.
I travel all the country,
Right.
all the banks. Last year I traveled twice back and forth from Vegas.
Yep. Yep.
And traveled to everywhere, you know,
Right.
Ohio, Chicago,
Yep.
I mean Illinois,
Yeah, they went down. He
Everywhere.
went a couple of winter tours this year.
Florida.
Oh, the winter tour.
Florida. I won 5-6 times winter tours
Nice.
with my drivers.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, you ask me and I
Yeah,
tell you.
I mean that's why you're unique to this whole group, because like
Yeah.
you know the four of us here that race here, we're just weekend warriors, while like
Yeah.
you are doing
Yeah.
this at all times,
Yeah.
every weekend.
Yeah, every weekend.
You know.
Every weekend we race anywhere, you know,
Yep.
and yep, that's it.
Where do you like to go to most in the country to go racing?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I enjoy my job.
Yeah, that's
be
good.
honest.
That's very good.
I enjoy
That's very
my
good.
At the moment, as soon I not enjoy my job,
Okay.
I quit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay.
There
You
you
know, this weekend we have 22 people under the tent.
Holy crap!
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
Arturo, how many folks from DRT are here?
I'm sorry.
How many folks from DRT are here? Like, your
Wor-
folks
working the event.
Working the event. You got 22 carts.
Okay. Under the tent, DRT drivers is around 17.
Jeez.
And we support another people
Right.
with DRT and support another people
So,
without DRT.
like Ricardo,
Right. Yeah.
Mark
Okay,
Donato.
Okay,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
support Vic.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
in
Yeah.
CRG,
Yeah.
but we support him.
Yep.
And Suba guys.
Oh, the Zubas. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Subas
yeah.
now.
Right.
We support them.
Yeah.
But plus, Donato in
Yeah.
DR,
Yeah.
he raced 2 classes.
Yep.
Tag, he's in his own kart.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he do a ride and drive from us in a KC.
Oh,
You're right, the shifting.
That's
Correct.
So,
So that's a drive and drive.
Ricardo, another one.
Ricardo-
He's renting
Ricardo,
the KC.
Ricardo, like, I don't know what he's doing.
And-
Ricardo
I mean,
do
he's,
the same.
he's
Ricardo
like,
do-
yeah,
yeah.
but he's not like Mark's age, you
No,
know.
no,
So
yeah.
I mean,
But Ricardo do Tag Master
oh,
Yeah.
and do
shifter.
KC
Oh, God love him.
arrive and drive as well.
Right.
God
And
love
we
him.
support Marciano with
Yeah.
Marciano
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
then
yeah.
Toby,
With-
Hugo,
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
you shouldn't,
Yeah.
you shouldn't
Them-
support those guys.
then Bruno.
They're trouble.
Yeah,
Toby and
Bruno,
Hugo,
Bruno
Toby,
rides at
Toby
the
and
yard.
Hugo
There's a
are
bunch of
trouble.
guys.
Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah.
everybody,
Correct.
you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
everybody on DR or without DR.
Yes.
That's- we-
I would
we
see.
support
I would say with all the crap that I bought from you guys today, you might support me a little bit too.
No, Alex, you're
I bought.
supporting
I
them.
bought like 2 chains,
You're
2
supporting
sprockets.
them.
Yeah.
That's part of racing, man. It's
That's
gonna
the way
happen.
it goes.
It is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And yeah, today was today. I just finished to work, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
at this
Well,
time.
yeah. Yeah. If you got 17 carts under that'll work.
Yeah.
on.
It is. Yeah.
Jesus.
I support the other kid, Landon.
Norris?
Landon Cromwell, Ryan
Yeah,
Bolt's,
Ryan Bolt's kid.
kid.
Oh, Ryan Bolt's
yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Okay.
He's brand new
Yeah.
to Tag Junior. correct?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
We
yes.
support him.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
guess he was saying his engine came and there was no seal on it, huh? That's
Ooh.
what
Yeah,
he
the
said.
new engine came last week, but no seal. The new Rotex. I don't know what happened.
How
But-
does
but
that-
no,
yeah, how
I-
does
I-
that happen?
I don't
So-
know. I don't know what happens, but I don't
Who?
know.
Can I ask a question?
But
Who
we
gets the
using,
seal?
we using
From the
his
factory?
old-
Rental one. that-
we using
wow.
his old engine with seal, but the
Okay.
new one. Anyways, yeah, that's my life. You
Yeah,
know,
yep.
karting every
Yep.
single week, every single weekend.
I keep,
every
I,
single
I
day.
keep, I
He's,
keep
he's,
telling,
he's at the shop every Sunday.
I keep telling Christian, like, I just want to, like, quit my job and do this.
I would do it. Yeah, if I could.
I'm
if I-
having so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a blast.
It was a grind today. But anyways, I mean, I'm not as, talented as Arturo. But I mean,
Yeah.
And how much
we were
are
doing all
usually
right.
like the cost for renting like one of your carts? Does it also depend on the category?
Prices, and for arrive and drives and everything, you have to talk with Don Gilbo. He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
owner.
yeah.
Yeah.
He cared the prices and everything.
and it
to be
depends
honest,
which
that's not my
class
job.
and what,
Right,
what
right.
thing
My
you're
job
running.
is
Right.
put together cards.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he cared the prices and everything. You
Yeah.
know?
Jesus.
Because
Yeah.
I can be.
There's 17 I'm
everything.
looking at the tent over there.
Yeah, look at that.
It's
Yeah,
like
we got,
crazy.
We got 100
Oh, yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
On tent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Jesus. I got 2 carts in here.
Oh god,
Yeah.
this is very repetitive for K1.
We got 100 feet on tanks on lineup. But, well,
I mean, I
That's
took
what
a
it is.
walk all the way to the end earlier. Mike, they were walking. I said, let me walk and see. You know how hike it is from there to here to push
Oh, I
four
know.
carts today?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I pushed mine from there, and the bumper was so hot, I couldn't touch it. I started pushing
Right.
it with my body.
yeah.
Because
Right,
the bumper
right.
was that hot.
Yeah.
This is going to the grid, not coming back.
Yeah,
Right.
today,
Right.
today was really hot.
Very.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow will be worse.
That's what
Yeah.
I've heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Over
Yeah.
90 something,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we'll all be
Nice.
feeling
now,
it tomorrow.
Now it's hot. It's hotter than yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
it's
Last
hotter
night
than
was
yesterday.
nice and breezy,
Right.
felt
Yeah.
good.
No,
Covered-
last night,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
cold.
I covered with
got a
blanket on me,
Yeah.
it was
I
good,
got the
good sleep.
blanket and I'm freezing last night.
Yeah, it was.
And
It
today.
was like a 58 last night, 57
Right.
overnight.
Right.
But yeah, it is. That's my
Yeah,
life.
it's 67
Yeah.
now.
It seems like a cool life, man. To be honest with you, it seems really cool. It's better than most of us just doing a job just to make a buck.
I told you, as soon I not enjoy my life, I not enjoy my job.
Right.
Not my life, my job.
Yep. You would just
quit.
get out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
So what is your history with go-kart racing and wrenching and
okay,
all that kind
I
of stuff?
start. Okay, my long short story is my dad works for racing cars, go-karts, rally cars, Formula cars,
Holy crap! All right.
all his life.
Yep.
And I was with him every day.
Yep.
You know? Okay. I started wrenching go-karts in 1998,
Okay. All right.
something like that.
Yep.
Since today.
Yep.
And I'm from Costa Rica.
Yep. Yep.
I started in Costa Rica to wrenching go-karts. I remember a very old Invader kart.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Coyote.
Yep.
Okay. I started with those karts.
Gotcha.
KT 100 engines.
Yes.
Yamaha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Familiar. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I went to everywhere in Central America and South America. Here, and 6 years ago, I went with Danny Formal for a race
Yep.
in Homestead. Not
Oh, yeah.
exactly with Danny, but under DRT tank with
Sure.
with a driver from Costa Rica.
Yep.
And then we do the race in Florida Winter Tour, whatever. We do one race, and we do the second race. And after that, one day I was in my shop. I have it at shop before 6 years ago, whatever.
Sure.
And then I see a message from Don.
Yep.
If I'm available for that weekend to be in GoPro to help him with Tyler, his son.
Yep.
He raced in shifter. I told him, yeah, no problem. Okay. I went to GoPro, we do the race, pack it up, and he told me after the race, you have to be in Costa Rica tomorrow? No, I have not too much to do.
Sure.
Can you help me to put together some cards for customers? It's a couple weeks job.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no problem. I drove from GoPro to here, to New Hampshire.
Yep.
With Tyler. I stayed for 3 months.
Yep.
I organized the shop and organized everything okay. And after that, I go back and forth, and 4 years ago I stay
here.
Full time in DR.
Yep. Yep.
In DRT team. Yeah. Since today.
Yeah. It sounds.
That's the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
To me here, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
That sounds really cool, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I went to the Super Nuts. He was that year that Danny Formal won. That was his second year that won, I think.
Gotcha.
And I thought Arturo came from Costa Rica with him to the States to tag for him. When I asked him one day, he told me the story. You know, it wasn't that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's the story I'm still doing here, and
Yep.
I stay here until don't fire me or something.
I think
Yeah.
Don has plenty of reason
Yeah.
to keep you around
I
with
think
17
so.
carts to work on at all
I
times.
think so.
you know that's the thing. Like a lot of people ask you, oh, which go kart is good? But if you see even online, everybody recommends whichever go kart shop is in your area.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Sure.
You
Sure.
want the parts. You
Yeah.
want the help.
Yeah, you're right. Because some people call me at the shop, and the people says, I have a Tony card. I need to do this and this and this. And no support around here in the Northeast.
Right. Yeah. I've never heard of a
That's
towing
sure.
cart around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Because the Tony card is very strong in the South. In
Right.
Florida,
Right.
Georgia,
Yep.
that places, you know. And well, I work for DR. I tell the guys DR is the best, man. No, I'm joking. But I tell the guys, you have to find, Big is right, you have to find a chassis have to support. No, it's not support like a mechanic support or parts, especially parts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's hard. I mean, a couple guys brought a couple carts at the shop, Tony carts and another brands, and it's hard to order, no supports, you need parts and need this.
Right.
And for example, CRG or even Mac Minarelli, DR, or we have plenty of parts. Around here, you know.
They're all CRG, I think. DR and Maranello, they're like same family.
Similar.
But the Maranello and the CRG, they're like almost identical.
Okay.
Parts-wise.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But DR has a little bit different things.
Yep.
But they're part. I guess Daniele Rossi used to be a CRG driver.
Yep.
Yeah,
He was the factory driver of CRG.
Danilo was a CRG factory driver.
Yep.
He won 5 times world champion.
Jeez. Okay.
He's 5-time world champion.
Yep.
Plus 1 World Cup. And Danilo says, yeah, this is my 6th championship, but it's okay.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name is different, but it's and yeah, he put his own factory, and now CRG they only do for DR is weld the chassis.
All right.
Danilo designed the chassis. Danilo make the decision what type, what kind of tubes and materials use.
Yeah.
And CRG weld the chassis only.
Okay.
And Danilo put together all the chassis in his factory.
Gotcha.
Even the engines as well, because it's Modena KC Engines factory as well. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Right.
He's even amazing in like setting up and tuning and stuff. I watched him in Las Vegas. He came, they changed axle change, you know, and they put the axle, everything. It was Angelo, called him up. So he came, spin, little adjustment at the bearing area, spin. That was done. And then he told them to do something with the carburetor, I think. So they did. He went and then he came back, started up. 3 revs. So perfect. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The way he worked, you know.
Yep.
Little things. He says, done.
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
And he comes every year. He comes to the Vegas race. And just not him, a couple of the guys from the factory, they usually come to Vegas.
Another story from Vegas is when rain in Vegas.
Okay.
For
Which probably
Supernats.
never happens, right?
Never happens.
Yeah.
Nobody has rain tires.
Yep.
The people pay $2,000, $1,500 for a set.
Right. Yep.
Some people pay that like a $5,000 for a couple sets.
Oh my. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Because never happens.
That's
that.
like the whole trip.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it is. Right, the you know who? Latifi.
Oh, no
Latifi's
way.
father
Oh.
and
Yep.
Stroll's father.
Yep.
And all those guys paid.
They can afford it.
Right, because they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, but paid like that, and some people have to pay like that because nobody has rain tires. Only
Right.
the guy has only rain tire was done.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
no
rain
way.
tires, yes.
That's
So even
crazy.
acceleration probably didn't have much.
No, because never.
Because they're based in Vegas.
They're
Gotcha,
very-
gotcha.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
buy all
sometimes
my stuff from.
sparkly or a light rain,
Yep.
and that's it. But heavy rain,
No.
and
We-
that
so-
year.
Yeah,
heavy
that was
rain.
only one season that they had the rain for a
Let
couple
me
of
ask you
days.
this question.
What's that?
like a couple of years ago, like before Schumacher's accident, didn't he race there?
Yes.
Like when he was in F1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he just showed up for fun.
No. He raced
No.
seriously.
Yeah.
Right, but like he was like the end of the F1 season. He
Yeah.
decided to go to Vegas
Yeah,
and run
Alex
that.
Vorellas was there.
Oh,
Yes.
Alex raced the year Michael was there.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
So the first year I went to Vegas, Checo was there with their
Checo.
own.
Yeah,
Checo, his brother was racing. They
His-
had their own trailer.
right, his
You
brother.
couldn't go
His
near
brother's
him. He
actually
wasn't
pretty
even
good.
talking to anybody.
Yeah, that year was Checo, Alexander Rossi. That
Right.
year won
Right.
Indy 500.
Yeah, and like Connor
Yeah.
Daly was there,
Connor
like a whole
Daly was
bunch of
there.
people.
Montoya was there both years I went.
Montoya.
Montoya.
Yeah,
was
Montoya was
there.
there both years, 17, 16, and
Last
17.
year
Was there a lot of them in Montoya?
Yeah. Yeah,
Whatever.
Many guys from India and even Formula One guys go.
Yeah,
to
because I
Vegas
remember
to
like
race.
seeing like at the Supernats like Schumacher showing up, and the only reason he showed up was that it was like no one bothered him. Like people knew who he was,
Yeah.
Sure.
but like
But
no one.
in
he
the
just came
in the
came-
States. He's
You
not,
know,
he's not
Michael
well-known.
loved the
Right.
States.
Yeah, 'cause
he
he, like,
loved coming vacation
because no
here
one bothered him.
because nobody
Yeah.
bothered them.
That's
Yeah.
like
enjoyed
Danny,
his
Danny,
family
Danny
vacation.
Rick likes coming here too because
Yeah.
of that.
Then
yeah.
that he says, I watch an interview
Imagine
before he
seeing-
got the accident, and
Imagine
he says,
seeing
I
him in a
love
cart.
being in United
Oof.
States because I go to the malls, I go to the
Right.
tracks, I go everywhere,
Yeah.
and the people, oh, he's Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
Some couple people
would know,
Yeah.
recognize him.
Yeah.
You have to be
Nobody
F1
else.
fan
Right,
to recognize
right.
him.
Like nobody,
You could be
nobody
pretty hardcore.
bothered
Yeah.
him.
That's
nobody,
crazy
you know?
though. That's awesome that he could go run it.
He loves.
Right, because anywhere else you'd go in the world, he would just get mobbed.
And the other-
you know,
The
this country, if somebody like famous guy come here, oh, okay, this is the guy, maybe a picture and that's it, and everybody has his own stuff. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why.
I think one of the coolest things I like about like Michael was that he like worked on the cart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
he,
Vettel did the same thing too, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Max, it was more Yas, right? Working
Max
on
is
it.
still young.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
but I
But
mean,
my-
he's-
but
he
Yas
seems more
really worked
knowledgeable about it.
Yeah,
about
but Yas really kind of worked on the carts,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah,
always
yeah.
tacked from Max's
Yeah.
go-karts
You
and
know,
everything.
who's still racing go-karts every time in Florida and everywhere? Barrichello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen
Yeah.
his involvement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of the vlogs. That
That's
he's
crazy.
Yeah,
made.
Yep.
Barrichello
That's
is still
awesome.
running. We're still racing go-karts.
I always
Yep.
love. I
Yep.
always love seeing pro guys like in carts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we were talking with Robbie Foley.
One time I was in Orlando.
Okay.
No,
Never
in
mind.
Orlando was
Fine.
yeah, in Orlando, in the Orlando Car Center track
Jordan Taylor.
Yep.
Ricky Taylor.
was Massa,
Oh.
Barrichello,
Don't say Kanan.
Canang.
Oh. This must have been insane.
What's, the
Oz
other
Negri?
guy,
Was it Montoya?
no,
Oz Ne-
Montoya always.
Yeah.
Was it Oz Negri?
Osvaldo Negri.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
That's a crew.
Yeah.
Helio Castro Neves.
Oh.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Those
him.
guys
Yeah.
practicing.
Nice.
Oh,
Everybody
nice.
stop.
Yep.
To watch the guys
Yeah.
practice.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I always love seeing when those guys, like any of those guys, go back to karting. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool.
The guy
It's
was
cool.
like
A lot of the NASCAR guys have pit stalls at GoPro.
GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
Johnson.
yeah.
Jimmy Johnson apparently has like a stack full because like his daughters run and he
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
runs them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he goes out there and bangs it up down there too.
Yep.
yeah, all the mostly the NASCAR guys has garages and
Yeah.
stuff. In,
But it's
in
good
GoPro.
to see. I mean, that's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Good. And GoPro's pretty cool.
Yeah,
place.
North Carolina is NASCAR.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It doesn't surprise
Indy
me.
is for Indy cars. Some of the
Yeah.
teams are based there.
Indianapolis is for Indy. Mostly the teams is in Indy.
Yeah.
So those guys show up like Newcastle and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
think
crazy.
the only team is not in Indy is Penske.
Where are they based out of?
North Carolina.
North
How,
Carolina.
how
Yeah,
about,
it makes
how
sense.
about
Yeah.
Ganassi? Where is
Actually,
Ganassi?
the Ganassi's in
Ganassi,
Indy.
I think is,
Actually, the only other team outside of Penske is what's his name? Dale Coyne. They're in Illinois.
Yeah.
They're outside Chicago.
Yeah, but mostly of those.
Most
the
of
other
most
guys
of the
is
teams,
in-
yeah.
But
Ray
the-
Ray Hall actually is moving from Columbus to. They're moving from Ohio to Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's easier for them.
Yeah.
Because to test. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, it's when
crazy.
you never be you guys been in Indianapolis?
No.
no. Rich.
Wait,
has-
Yes, I've been. I've been once.
Okay.
I
I've been
won't
to the
buy
airport.
the Brickyard
Oh,
one.
you went to the
I went
track.
Wait,
went
what's
to
this now?
qualifying.
You know Battle of the Brickyard?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. I've been trying to convince Christian to do it.
Do it or go
yeah,
to it?
No, the Battle of the Brickyard, the
Oh, yes.
Margay Ignite
Yes.
thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
trying to convince
Yeah,
Christian
Yeah.
to do it.
we finished second the first
You guys,
day-
so you
first-
guys,
first
you-
year. Huh?
so you guys, do you have to run an Ignite chassis?
No.
So you just have to run a 206 motor?
Okay. They have a lot of
Oh,
classes.
this is awesome. All right, so now I'm getting into
They
it.
have from 206 to KC.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, this changed the
Yeah.
whole thing
And
now.
it's a class Ignite.
Right,
206.
which is all the Margay stuff.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the Margay stuff. And you have, and they have, I'm sorry, they have a 206 open.
Yeah.
You can use
Oh.
any chassis.
Ooh, Alex
You
is
know?
like
Any
Alex is-
chassis.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought you
what
meant
were you
like-
thinking?
no.
Like a motor?
No,
Yeah, I was thinking of a motor.
no.
Yeah, like tear that shit apart, bore it out.
No,
Let's
no,
get
I'm
like
sorry.
18 horsepower to this
no,
thing.
no.
I mean, sorry, CIK 206.
CIK
CIK
206.
206.
Yep.
Okay.
You can
Yep.
use any chassis.
Any chassis.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So that's kind of
Yeah.
what we have
Yeah,
here.
we went
Correct.
a couple times, and the first year we finished second.
See, I was
with-
dumb. I thought
with
this was
Colin
so
Daly.
healthy.
The guy from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Our driver from Jamaica.
Yep.
And the second year we finished. We won with Josh Lane in KC.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, all the teams is next to all the indie teams next to Indianapolis track.
Yep.
It's amazing. You know,
Yep.
amazing.
That does sound like a
See,
great event
that'd be
to
awesome.
go to.
Yeah.
Like Rock Island.
Yeah.
Oh, Rock Island is unbelievable.
Is it?
Unbelievable. Yeah. This is the funniest race where I've been.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Alright.
like I'm going.
The story is the stories.
Go ahead. Share. Share. Go ahead.
This is the only track has a strip club in the first corner. I don't know if it's still working, but
We're now
before it has
PG-13.
the strip
Yeah.
club in the turn one has
Yeah.
a strip club.
Nice.
in the corner.
Nice.
Your driver crashes. Let's go to turn one.
Yeah. All right. That's
Um,
kind of like being in Long Beach in the 70s.
And I think there is a lot of crashes there.
I would assume
Lot
so.
of crashes.
I would assume so.
Bad crashes.
Yep.
And then the first day you set up and everything, and you set up and go to the bar to drink.
Yep. Yep. Oh, that's
Everybody.
that's funny.
That's awesome.
Guys, girls,
Yep.
everybody.
Yep. Yep.
Second day, same thing, and the last day, same thing.
Yep.
A lot of drinking.
Yeah, a lot of things. I have a good stories for that.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So I've gone only once to the Indy 500. I think it was 1995.
All right.
When you go to Indy, was my first time there, and I've seen everybody walks. You know how here you cannot open container walk anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
At
Yeah,
Indy,
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
walk with the cooler behind them, and one beer in hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
and
I-
one cooler behind you.
I went to qualifying in 19, so I saw Alonso got bumped that
Yeah.
year. But
Oh,
yeah,
no way.
everyone just walking in, no problems, and
No
it's
problem.
not
Out
as
on the streets.
Yeah.
And you never,
people-
you never went to the turn 4?
yeah.
The turn 4?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Indy has
Yeah,
four
yeah.
four corners, you know,
Yeah.
4 turns.
You were in turn 1.
I was
Turn
mainly in
turn
one.
two,
One in the
turn
pit
three,
straight.
Yeah,
turn 4.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know? Next time you have to be in turn 4.
yeah.
And let me know.
Just tell me how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Rich and Rob went.
Yeah, they
And
went.
they were up under the grandstands on the front straight.
Yeah,
right?
they said that it wasn't spectacular because they're under the grandstands on the front stretch, but no TVs or anything like that. They didn't know
But
anything about the race.
I think that's changing.
It
You know?
should.
No, because
Well,
Penske's I
yeah.
think he's kind of getting into that. But yeah, Christian was like, he sends me a text with a video. Guess where I am? And I'm like, oh, you're at qualifying, and like, things are going. And he was like over in turn 1. And I know where Arturo's going with this, because turn 1 they were just like zipping by, and I think turn 4 is the same thing, right? It's crazy, right?
Turn 4 is a nasty turn.
Yeah.
You know, you know
Especially
what I mean?
for J.R. Hildebrand in 2011.
Whoa.
I mean, the crowd is there is nasty.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's-
Okay,
I
all
gotcha.
right, that's what you're talking
I gotcha.
about.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, is that
yeah.
where the snake pit is?
No.
Oh,
That's
in the
that's
middle.
on the infield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm too
The
old for that.
infield is some places in the infield. I've never been in Indy, but friends of mine
Yep.
tell me
Yeah.
some places in infield. Oh, oh yeah.
It's crazy.
You paid $20 or something, and the girl.
I'd like
Yep.
to. I'd like,
Yep.
yeah, well,
I'm
you
sure.
know what?
Yeah.
You know, Arturo, you've ever been to Sebring for the 12 hours?
I never been.
No,
Sebring for
Sebring,
12
yeah,
hours,
the 12
but,
Sebring 12 hours is pretty much the same thing. It's crazy.
but
Go to
very
Green
good-
Park, you'll love
oh,
it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very good friend of mine. He been a couple times there, and he
it's
told
crazy.
me,
I'd like
"Dude,
to
you
go
have to
to-
be.
to-
You have to be there.
Yep.
You have to
Yep.
be there."
Yeah, I've
Oh.
never been to one of those sports car races.
No,
you know, I would
oh.
love to go see it.
I
one
went
day,
to
you know?
I went to Lime Rock like 8 years ago when it was
Yeah.
still Grand Am.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
did.
but that was when it was good because they had the DP cars.
Yeah, they had the prototypes.
Yeah.
The Corvette
Yeah.
prototypes
Yeah.
and everything. It
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah,
And
the
everybody
rallies,
that
yeah,
goes to
it
the
was good.
NASCAR in Daytona 500, they say you have to go see it once.
Yeah.
My brother, I
Says-
haven't been. My brother's been.
Yeah.
And he
Some
he
people
swears
says
by it.
that 24 hours, Daytona for 24 hours is
Yeah.
cool,
Yep.
yeah.
but Sebring is amazing.
See, I've been to
I've been
to both, and it's crazy. I've been to Daytona so Daytona now is like it's lit up. Okay,
Yeah.
so I went in the '80s and it
Yeah.
wasn't lit up, and it was crazy. Like
Yeah.
it was like these guys were nuts, like
A
driving.
team from Costa Rica raced in 1980.
Was it Montoya Ranch? Because I know where you're going. Because like all those teams used to race in IMSA back in the day, and I used to go to those races, and it was crazy. Like there was a lot of Costa Rican racing teams and stuff like that.
What you mean, Costa Rican or Puerto Rican?
No, Costa Rico.
Yeah, the first
guys
the
from
first
Costa
team-
Rica were running.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
team went to.
Because when I
Daytona
used to go to
for
Lime Rock, they would run. Yep.
24 hours, they finished 5th overall and
Yes.
2nd in class.
Yeah.
In a Porsche.
Porsche. Yep.
934.
934. Yeah. 911.
Yeah.
So they run GTO class then.
GTO. Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Anyways.
Yeah, that's.
I went for those days. Like that was the 935s and stuff.
For me, the 80s in IMSA. The
Yeah.
80s in IMSA is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, International Marijuana Smuggling Association. That's all right.
That's right.
And my dad, like, I'm never gonna go down that road. I gotta. Never mind. There's a fugitive out there right now that my dad knows.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy. That was
Yeah,
crazy
late
stuff.
80s when I got to the States, the Quattros were here for the Trans
Oh,
Am
yeah.
Series. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh,
So
they were
I
like
went
this-
to-
I was a
I
big
went-
Audi
late
fan
80s
from
I
the
went
World
to-
Rally
I
days.
I went to
so-
Lime Rock, and they came up with so those things started being just they started just as sedans. Okay,
Yeah.
then they moved to the 2-chassis IMSA GTO ones at Lime Rock. Those things came up over the hill, and they were like flat up
Yep,
in the
yep.
air.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yep.
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
those Audi Quattro.
Audi Quattros, and then the Rush Mustangs were like
Yeah, it's the Quattro that changed the whole World
Yeah.
Rally.
World Rally Group
in
B.
Right.
industry.
Yeah.
They were the first one to bring it in 1981.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
And then every
That's
manufacturer
great
started
stuff.
working on
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And then they went overboard until the accident
yeah.
in 1986. So
Correct. Yeah. And then Group B was
So
no more.
let me ask this question, Arturo. What's the biggest thing in karting right now? Is it? I just took a look at this today. Is it the scoop on the front nose?
What
What's like the biggest?
What are they finding is the best for the aerodynamic bodywork package, or is it just
Is it
whatever?
is it still the driver? That's what I want to know. In the mechanic.
Okay, the new bodywork looks good and cool or something, but it's a little bit heavier than the other one.
See, that's what
Okay.
Ryan said.
Because the front bumper is bigger and heavier.
Yeah.
The front fairing is bigger, a little bit heavier, too.
Yep. Yep.
Aerodynamics. To be honest, I don't see a difference.
Gotcha.
We use the both.
Yep.
And no feel difference.
Yeah.
Probably in road race like
Big track.
like
Yeah.
a Mid Ohio
Yeah.
or Line
I can see it. I can see it making a difference
You
there.
can feel the difference.
Yeah.
In tracks, normal go-kart tracks, no.
Gotcha.
For me, you know.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
your cart's kind of swoopy.
It is. It's got the it's got kind of a fat fairing
Yeah,
and a fat
Yeah, you have
nose
the
and
506.
something like
Yeah,
that.
because like
505,
Christian's
506,
in the corner there. It's like
bodywork.
old school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The new one with the scoop inside or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
508.
Yeah, I don't have that, but
No.
I've noticed some of the Maranello carts that are coming
Yeah,
out
the
now.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have that.
506.
Yeah, they're putting every Maranello with that now.
Yeah,
so.
Hughes
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah, but
Correct.
I mean, even we don't see or we don't
Yeah.
feel the big difference.
Right,
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
I told you probably on a big tracks in road race.
Sure.
Maybe.
Then maybe.
They
yeah,
introduced him in Vegas, for the first time. Everybody had it in Vegas.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Well, what is that? The idea of that scoop in the front? What's it supposed to do?
I have no idea. To be honest. No, to be honest.
Actually,
I have no idea.
I looked at one today, and
May-
I was like, at first I was kind of intrigued by it, and then today I looked at it and I go,
Even if it does, it's going to come to your
I
body.
just
If
just
it's
looked at it and I said,
airflow,
I
you're
still don't
thinking-
get it. I don't get what it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I don't.
Nah, I don't-
Other than
I-
I was joking with Ryan today about it on his.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
said, yeah, God forbid if you had your visor up, because I'll get a rock right in my eye.
Right.
That's
I was
it.
actually joking with Hugh. I was like, "Oh, is this for like driver ventilation on hot
Yeah,
days?"
yeah.
Some people says more downforce, blah blah.
But is there downforce in
No, it's
karting?
not.
No.
No, I didn't.
No.
I wouldn't think so.
No.
If you race laydowns,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Yeah.
you race road race, real
250.
road
Sure.
race,
250 supercards.
you have to change all the bodywork to make
Right.
downforce, because some tracks, especially in Daytona,
Yep.
Yep.
the carts start to do the front start to lift.
Lift. Yeah.
About the speed, you know.
Yep.
And you have to change everything to make downforce to keep the chassis down.
Sure.
You know,
Yep.
because some carts in Daytona is over 110, 120 miles per hour.
Right. Right.
In the
Yeah.
banking,
Yep.
Jesus.
you see, and in the banking, some people says start to lift and move to the wall. That's
the
why.
car starts to float.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you need to keep the chassis down,
Right.
but you need to change all the bodywork to make downforce.
Gotcha.
But
But at 68 miles an hour
No.
here, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
or even in Canaan.
Cannon is the
Yeah.
only difference if he does anything.
Yeah.
Here is not
Even
going to do
Cannon-
anything.
Kane is a draft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The big track.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
The big track in Canaan, the secret, you have to keep the draft.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
soon you lost
Yep.
the draft,
Yep.
no way.
right,
No.
especially in 4 strokes.
Oh,
Especially.
even in
Oh,
two
God,
stroke.
yeah.
Even in
No,
two-stroke.
even two-stroke you can do it.
I'm
Two-stroke,
yeah,
yeah.
sure,
Both,
but
but
in
the-
2
the-
strokes
yeah.
you have
Yeah.
carts running by themselves,
Right.
or 2.
Well,
or-
you're right.
but in
Yeah.
4-stroke you have 20 carts all together
Yeah.
because that's the way it has to be.
Yeah.
Right.
In-
You know?
in-
And you are on the rev limiter.
Yeah,
Correct.
In 206, you have to keep the draft. If as soon you lost the draft, no way,
Yeah,
no way.
yeah.
But in tracks like that, the downforce,
Yeah, that
No
happened.
big deal.
That happened
Right.
last year. Christian lost the draft, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember watching the race at the
That
full
was
track.
with
and-
Rick.
Yeah.
and
yeah, it looked
he-
like you might have been able to hook up, and then you somehow it
The-
just didn't
I
work
think
out.
There was a cone, so we ran the.
There was a
chicane-
cone.
We ran
Here
the
we go.
chicane, and-
Alex
and
Alex
somebody-
had a cone issue today
somebody
too.
nicked
Yeah.
the cone and put it like in the middle. So when no, Rick,
Rick nicked it.
somebody hit it before, and then Rick nicked it
nicked it
again
again.
and put it more in the way. So I couldn't follow him through there, so,
Right.
and that's where I lost it.
And it was
then
completely.
when I
It
looked-
wasn't like Rick did it on
No,
purpose.
no.
I mean,
and then
it was
and then when I
like,
looked back, I saw the 6 of them. I'm like, I'm
ugh,
done. I'm
you're
like, there's
done.
no way.
That
You,
sucks.
Alex, you and Rick had good battles up at Canaan,
Very
right?
good. One of my best.
You guys ran away,
Right.
And they
Yeah.
kept it that way until the last 4 or 5 laps
Well,
started
so
moving around.
The deal for that race was, I think it was a 25-minute race, right? And they
Yeah.
told us
Yeah.
that we're gonna give you a 5 minutes to go signal when it's
Yeah.
5 minutes to go.
Did you miss
Yeah.
it?
No, we didn't. So what happened, dude? It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. What happened was I took the lead early, and Rick Brown got beside me, and we made eye contact. He looks at me and he just goes like this, right?
Yep.
And I just understood. I was like, okay. So the two of us stayed nose to tail and did not bother to battle, while the rest of the pack did their bullshit, all just
Yeah.
trying to
yeah,
pass each
they
other.
ran away that day. I was
And
there.
we-
They ran away.
We were like a good 10, 15 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack, right?
Yeah.
And when we finally got the 5 minutes, then it was on. Then it was on.
Yeah.
The two of us were just back and forth, trading the lead for the whole time, with no worry. The rest of the pack was never going to catch us, being
that
15
happened.
seconds back. You know?
Christian and Rick did that last year in not the Countermania, but the big weekend, the doubleheader weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Christian's done it in the 2-stroke with Chris Kurse. They run nose to tail, and they just like every once in a while they'll swap around, but they don't like kill each other.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's like that's the hardest thing, right? Arturo is like getting your drivers not to like
Yeah.
like like every 2 laps they'd swap, which is fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like if you start swapping every lap like in different corners, it's not gonna work.
No, it's not
Yeah.
working.
Not working.
It's not working. You lost time.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
lost time.
Like today with the 206 was a struggle for me all the way through the race. At the end, I was happy. It ran perfect.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, you're struggling about the gear because you
Yeah,
put the wrong gear.
gear, the air.
My favorite thing
And the
about
thing-
my favorite thing about karting is like just like talking to people. It's like, what gear are you running? You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's like that's the
Yeah.
coolest thing. I mean, it's kind of fun
Yeah.
doing that and kind of experimenting with that. And
I mean, it's
Seeing
all,
where you
it's
can
all
do
about
it.
gearing in the motor.
Yeah.
Take driver skill out of it. Like
Yeah.
then when you get down to that level, yeah.
yeah.
'Cause
At
I
the
mean-
higher levels, it's definitely the kart prep and the folks like Arturo and those guys setting the karts up and stuff like that. But
Yep, yep.
I mean, at the club level like this, it's a little bit backyard
Sure.
fun.
Sure, yeah.
To say the least.
Were you in the tag race today? Were you getting just smooth traction coming out of the back hairpin?
Oh no,
No?
no,
Okay.
it was awful.
All right,
it
so-
was every once in a while I would get it,
Yeah.
but it kind of depended on at which line you wanted to take. If you wanted to
Yeah.
take that middle line, for the most part, it would be pretty smooth. If you
Okay.
wanted to try to duck in to where it looks like it's new pavement on the
Yeah.
apexes there, it would be all over the place and
Okay.
shitty.
Because you and Dexter were just pulling me on the.
Oh, really?
Coming out of there. But then I would somewhat get you guys going back up the hill. So I don't know if I'm gonna try
Oh, okay.
different gearing on that.
Yeah.
But I know you were 1 tooth higher than me. But that's
Gotcha.
when we're close enough on pace. Like that makes the
Yeah.
difference. you
Yep.
know, But
Yep.
because even in the World Formula race, like I had guys gapping me going down the hill, but then
I know
it was pretty even.
I
everywhere
know
else.
for us today, and I don't know, Arturo, I don't know if you guys ran into this, but the biggest thing today was Alex and I talking about spark plugs.
Yeah.
We were like messing around with spark plugs today.
What-
we went
what-
to like in the tags
Uh-huh.
on the road tax. We were at a 31 plug.
Yes. Has to be.
Oh, look at that!
Okay.
See, we weren't bad.
Because
It was
like that,
it was hot but low humidity.
no, but
Yeah.
it's really hot.
Oh,
you
man,
need,
see,
you need
we weren't
put,
too bad.
Cold plug.
Right.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
like talking about it, and like Alex and I were like, "Oh, what?"
Because the two of us, we're just going off that phone app.
You know
what I mean?
We
just
were kind of
bulk.
like we were messing around with things because we've messed around with plugs before just on our own.
Yeah.
And like I didn't really think about it today, and then I was like, oh, I'll go like hit the app up, and it was like a 31, and I had a 29. I was like, I had never seen it go to a 31.
What?
Heavy.
Heavy?
Yeah,
The mic's heavy.
microphone-
Oh, microphone's heavy.
Yeah.
Microphone's heavy.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah. For hot days, usually you put cold plug.
Gotcha.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
All
was
right.
just crazy though. I just hadn't seen it get to that.
But you use the jetting. You use the app.
Yeah.
We use the app, and then
To-
we do the math too. I hate to say
I'd probably to a detriment just rely on
the
that app.
map, but we do the
Gives you a ballpark, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
but
we
we
did
do-
that with my daughter's days
yeah,
when she
we
was
we
running
do the
junior.
we do the math. Too,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
You're
so-
always gonna lean it more
Yeah.
than what the app is
yeah.
saying.
So we're kind of like
Okay.
messing
Yeah.
around with stuff,
Yeah.
but it was kind of like today
You'll
was
be
interesting.
amazed. Arturo could tell you KZ engines, the views that they got, but they're
Yeah.
so consistent, so awesome.
Yeah, but it's like
They're-
it's
they're
awesome when
amazing.
you have somebody like a resource like Arturo, and
Yeah.
you're like sitting there, and it's like,
Yeah.
what do you think? And he's like, he'll tell you like that, right? You can pretty much do it off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
And I always like get freaked out by that. It's just like
Well, if
which
you've
is
been in
cool.
the industry
No,
for
no,
20-some
I
years.
know, but it's kind of cool. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool.
Gearing
It's-
is very simple, you know.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Two
So,
sizes.
Seeing as you have been in the karting industry longer than any of us, and you're deeper into it than any of us, the one question I would have for you is that when did you say that you started working on karts?
30 years ago.
30 years ago. All right, so you've probably seen what I would assume is like the introduction of water-cooled motors and the rise of four-strokes over the last few years, shifter karts becoming a thing at
Yes.
some point.
Yes.
So, seeing as you've been in it for 3 decades now and you've seen all these, evolutions happen, what do you think is the next big thing within all of karting that's coming in the next 5 or 10 years that
Don't say
It's
electric.
very strong electrical ones
okay.
Oh, there we go.
now,
Yep.
Christian's
Yep.
all over this.
but I can't. I can't know, but the electrical ones is very strong now.
Sure.
But they start, they have to develop more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only example I ever see on social media is that one called Vextrex or something like that. I don't know if you've heard of that.
And Rotax made it.
Yeah, they made
Rotax
theirs.
made it electrical ones.
Oh, did they?
They
Yeah.
put in the World Finals a class is
Yep.
only electrical.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
I didn't know
but
that.
It's not,
E20.
it's not popular right now.
Gotcha.
For me, the the most popular class now is 206.
Right.
206.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because probably the affordability, sealed
Yes.
motors.
And sealed motor,
Yep.
very cheap,
Yep. Yep.
and even you can use all season.
You're right.
And next season, if you want, put in the trash and buy a new one
Sure.
for $700
Yep.
and use another season,
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Right.
right?
Yep.
But if you want more speed, obviously tag.
Right. Right.
But
Go
this
two
is a
strokes.
Big fight between. It's a big fight between Rotax. Now Rotax is coming up
Sure.
because before was terrible, but Rotax now coming up,
Yep.
and IAME,
Right.
especially
Mhm.
X30,
Right. Right. Yep.
and shifters, cases,
Yep.
and that's it
Yeah. Well,
basically.
it seems like shifters has always seemed like an odd class to me because at least like for on the national scene, the kids who race go-karts to eventually become race car drivers never really even seem to need to touch shifters. They do the tag thing. They get noticed at 15 or 16 or they get noticed at 15, 16.
Yeah, that's right. That's
and
right.
What are
they
you
never have
saying?
to touch it.
Yeah,
Money
that's
talks.
right.
Daddy.
So it seems like the shifter kart class has always been just guys that stick to karting and just want to go even faster.
Yeah.
But some people is doing opposite. Some people
Okay.
is what you say, from tag to cars,
Right,
straight.
right.
Not touch the shifters.
Correct.
But have to back to shifters now,
Really? Okay.
because the shifter give you more. What I say, more
Muscle memory for the stuff.
Yes, those
Okay.
more.
Feel.
You have to be more. How would I say? More sensitive.
Yep. Okay.
How the car or even the kart doing.
Right. Okay. Okay.
But I mean, you see, talk about Formula One guys.
Yep.
Alonso still doing karting.
Right.
Vettel still doing karting.
Yep.
Latifi, Stroll still doing karting.
Yep.
Mostly of those guys still doing karting.
Yeah.
Because it's especially shifters, because it's
Yeah.
close to the Formula One.
Gotcha.
The shifter car has more. The initial power is more powerful than the Formula One car.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they have isn't it a very, very similar power to weight ratio between a shifter car and a Formula One car?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially in KCs.
Yep.
Michael always did shifter races
Yep. Yep.
when he's spare time.
Yeah. And the guys never do karts, or no karts, shifters
Yep.
from tag to cars.
Yep.
Name it formulas, prototypes, GTs, or another ones.
Yep.
They doing back. You see all those guys from in NASCAR in North Carolina
Yep.
practicing in GoPro in karts, shifters,
Yep.
tags,
Yep.
every time. Because now NASCAR before was only ovals. Now NASCAR
Yeah.
has
It's
more
starting
road
to swing.
courses.
Yeah. Yep.
And the guys realize they need the go-karts to feel how
Right.
turn, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. What it's like to go into a hard
Yes.
braking zone,
Yes.
and maybe it's a chicane, not just one corner.
Yes. Yes. That's why. That's why.
I see.
And for me, I mean, even Max Verstappen is still doing go-karts.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Lando Norris.
I mean, almost
I
like a
th-
third
I
of the
think-
field
I
seem
think
to
the
have
whole-
their own
I
chassis
think the whole
now.
field, yeah, and then the whole
all
field
the
is
whole
pretty much
field
doing
is
doing it.
pretty much doing karts.
Yeah.
Right.
Because how would I say, wake up. Wake up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're in the mode
Yeah,
constantly, so
yes.
you never break that.
Like
Yes.
the
that,
Strolls, they have a go-kart track an hour away from Montreal. That's
Yeah.
where he
Yeah.
grew up on the track.
Yep.
That's right.
It's not that his dad's money brought him into Formula One, but the
No.
go-kart track.
He
Made
definitely
him.
he definitely has talent. I mean, but all the pay drivers definitely have talent, because if you're gonna rip on Stroll and Latifi, like, then you got to rip on Lando as well, because
Yeah.
he was the same way. But at
Yeah.
some point, money becomes a thing, and you just need to, at some level, like, talent isn't enough.
Yep.
Those guys are talented. It's
Yeah.
the difference is very small. I mean,
Yeah.
the mic. I'm going away with the mic, so.
I'd almost even say, like, sometimes when you go back to even like karting or stuff like that, like, kind of downgrade yourself, you actually sometimes would learn, like, even maybe different techniques, because since Alonso, even though yes he still goes back to karting, like, maybe there's something that is new that could be, oh wait, I can probably implement this during my race.
Sure.
Yes.
So
I think
Sure,
I
yeah.
think being adaptable is what you want, because I mean, I jump in between cars on iRacing 24/7
Yep.
just to like, if I want to go fast, want to go slow, like this is really bad.
What?
Who was here earlier on the show?
Hemingway.
Oh, those two kids
Oh,
here.
two
Two other
kids.
kids. I'm sorry.
Those are Arturo's kids. They are understand.
LaBrie,
LaBrie
or
and-
Morrison.
Yeah,
Man.
but he was talking about how the difference between 206 and tag, like, you're trying that different stuff there.
Yes.
But yeah, same stuff. If you just keep driving different things, like, it forces you to drive around
Right.
problems.
Yeah,
and develop that
and,
skill. Yeah.
and forces to you change the techniques and maybe do different things.
Yeah.
and that's right.
It's more tools in your arsenal.
Yes.
So then you
Right.
know, go out on the track.
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, 100%.
Yeah.
So.
So
Yep.
to build on your predictions for the karting future and whatnot, another question for you would be: what would you want to see in karting in the near future, the next 5 or 10 years? Is there anything that you would change with how things are working, not just with clubs, but just in karting in general, or the way any classes are being built up right now?
I don't want changes.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
want changes.
That's fine.
The only change, what I told you before, is a little bit more electricals.
Okay.
More electricals.
Yep.
But the other ones, I hear something. No more 2 strokes because the pollution. Blah 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 blah. But for me, no happens at all.
No, because then you're getting rid of the raw thing about
Right.
all right. So 4 strokes are legit. It's cool racing. It's pack racing, and you need a lot of skill to win.
Yeah.
But 2-stroke karting is what go-karting was when it started in the 60s
Yes.
and what it is now.
Yeah.
That's the raw class.
For me, no changes. I don't see changes in 10 years.
Wow, okay.
I don't see it.
Well, do you see electric coming in more?
A little bit, I
Yep.
think. A little bit.
That one's interesting to me because, people tout that electric, it's supposed to be more environmentally safe or whatever the frig they all argue.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is I don't really think about the environmental things so much as just a different way to attack power into a go-kart. That it looks somewhat appealing. I mean, you don't get the noise, so a lot of guys they get all out of shape about that. But no rebuilds, that's kind of cool. But it's also all right, so does that battery last 5 minutes? 10
I don't
minutes
know.
at 30
I don't
horsepower?
know.
they-
I don't know now how the battery lasts longer for a race. You know?
Right.
But
Right.
you say about the environment and pollutions and
Yeah.
whatever. But it's more, it's bad for the planet
Right.
to make the lithium
Right, yeah, right,
batteries
exactly.
and make
Process
all
of that,
this
yeah.
Yeah.
for electrical stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Then
Yep.
the cards we use, you
Right.
know.
And I think it's funny that anybody who thinks if the whole grid went electric, then it would be super duper clean. Well, it's no, then everybody would just have a generator in their pits because you have to charge those batteries
Well,
constantly.
Have you seen a
So-
Tesla burn?
working at
Yes.
I
Working
think
at
there
camp.
was an electric race car did a 24-hour race. I don't know where it was, but I saw them how they changed the batteries on it. And the Paris Dakar race this year had the Audi team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they won a
Carlos
stage
Sainz Sr.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Each-
but
each
not
state-
full electrical. The Audi.
Well, yeah, they were charging their own battery. In the
no,
Paris
no,
Dakar, I think that their own
I
battery
will-
was
I will
getting
say
charged.
this.
The Audi car is not full electrical.
Yep.
It has a V8 engine
Yep.
Right.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, that had an engine
Yeah,
inside.
they use like a generator to charge the batteries.
Right.
So basically, the ERS when it comes to Formula One, where basically on the braking zone they charges the battery so they can use it.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this: we've seen the World Endurance cars a bunch of times, and it's really cool watching them and listening to them. But when they come into the pits, there is a horrendous smell.
Oh yeah.
And it's like smell. You gotta hit it, and it's very toxic. And it's because they're on the batteries, and the batteries are just they're burning up basically.
I mean, you talk about the making process of it, but don't forget you got to dispose of them.
Yeah.
That's a whole different.
Right,
That's a whole nother
right.
thing.
Yeah. But even working.
Too
at
bad Rich isn't
K1,
here.
you talk about all the electrical stuff. It's all right. Well, how do you charge the carts? All right, you plug them in from the wall. All right.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where's
And-
the building getting power
Yeah.
from?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably the town.
My
Where's the town
favorite
getting
thing is
power?
at some point the batteries have to go away,
Exactly.
and it's what do you do with them?
Right.
It's
And
not-
I mean, even with K1 recently, we were disposing of the 2017. We even had a 2015 battery in there, and we couldn't even dispose it the proper way because it was a hazard in general.
Yeah.
So it had to go to a completely different company to get
just-
disposed
Yeah.
of.
is not completely clean, you know.
No.
Yeah. It's
to generate power will never be completely clean.
Right.
It never will.
The only thing that I have seen pop up recently is the hydrogen powered cars. I don't know how it's
Okay.
going to take off, because the only emission from those
Is
cars
water.
is water vapor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have an infinite source of hydrogen, so I don't. It's
But
still
it's-
early development,
it's-
so you
it's
never
crazy.
know. I think
Yeah, but
I
it's
think
pretty
that's
cool.
a better solution than the electrical stuff, but who's to say?
I don't think.
I like
Close.
burning fuel.
I like burning
Yeah,
fuel.
yeah, I mean, me too.
I still want
Me
to see a
too.
hybrid one, like
Okay.
a hybrid kart.
Sure.
Hybrids are.
I tell you something.
Okay.
You get your car and you have to travel. I don't know how many miles, but anyways. With electrical, same car electrical, same car normal, burn
Gas.
fuel.
Yep.
You have to stop. I don't know how long, 300 miles or 400 miles now,
Yeah.
and charge the car.
Yep.
How much time take to charge? Full charge.
Right.
Takes 3
Yes.
hours.
I think Tesla's got it down to like half an hour to an
Yeah,
hour.
Tesla has a lot of rapid charges now.
Wait.
Well,
Wait.
at the rest area.
Yeah,
Wait.
the ones that are
With
on there.
the quick charger
Yeah.
and spend like a half an hour, and you have to pay twice or triple to charge.
Oh, I gotcha.
There's,
Alright.
there's
Oh,
a
they
catch.
they
There's a
get
catch.
ya.
Yeah.
How much time you spend to go to the gas station and fill up your car?
How come?
10 minutes.
Less than that,
Right,
not
yeah,
even.
less than
Can I
10
ask you a
minutes.
question?
You go to
How
the
come?
store,
How come?
get the
How come?
something
Sure.
to
Yeah.
eat.
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
10
In that
minutes.
way.
Yeah.
In that way. Yes.
How come? How come Rich doesn't tow his cart up here on his Tesla?
Yeah. I don't know. Gee.
I mean,
No.
it's you have
Maybe.
to see, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not even clean.
No.
No.
It's not even clean.
It's-
No. To generate power in general.
And remember, as soon you put a quick charger in an electrical car,
Yep.
you have to keep your eye, keep the I don't know if the car running or something. I'm not sure how it works, because the battery getting hot.
Yeah. You can't overcharge them, because that's bad for the battery too.
It's basically the thing you were talking to me when I initially was starting to work at K1, where you need to get it on like on a certain thing, or else it could.
It just
It drains
it
the battery's
deteriorates
life.
the life of the battery.
Yeah.
Like if you, I mean, case in point, you take two iPhones and you charge one only just through regular charge, and then you take the other one with rapid charge. The one with rapid charge, the battery's gonna kill
Right.
itself way before the one with
Right.
just normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but you're trying to just cram more electrons into.
And remember, the
Same.
people said, "Oh, the electrical cars don't need maintenance in the motors." That's not true.
That's kind of
It's a different problem. It's got different
it's
problems.
a different problem only.
Yeah.
And the battery needs
jeez.
water
I feel
circulate through the batteries
Right. Right.
to cool it down. You know, that's whatever. But it's what it is.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
All right,
Okay,
folks.
guys.
It is midnight.
I know, I was just going
Boom!
to say that. Yeah.
It's cooled down
I
quite a
think we
bit,
should
though.
wrap this up. So
Yeah.
this
It's cooled
has been
down.
the first episode of the Formula Red Hooligan
Yeah.
Miss
Nah,
podcast.
anyways, Alex, thanks for inviting Christian
Yeah,
and I on.
Yeah, no
and
problem,
appreciate
guys. And
everybody.
Arturo,
Thank you,
Vic,
Alex.
Thank you.
and,
Mari.
Mari. Yeah,
And,
sorry.
How
all
could
our
you
other-
forget my name? I gave you so many Red Bulls.
Oh, you didn't give him the green Red Bull.
Shame.
He wants the Aston Martin green Bull Red Bull.
Oh, you want the dragon fruit one, which is kind of disgusting, actually.
Yeah,
No.
he just wants the
Not
can.
if you say it's
He
disgusting.
just wants the can.
Okay.
Anyways.
So the dragon fruit one initially tastes like the watermelon,
Yeah.
but then the aftertaste is questionable.
Yeah, I'm not.
But-
bad aftertaste is
but-
no good.
Well,
it
to
looks
be
like
fair,
the
it's also
Aston Martin.
opinion-based.
I'll take it.
It looks good. And we had Cruz and
Oh yeah, what was the
Jason.
no the blonde kid there? I forgot his name
Ian
already.
Morrison. Ian Morrison.
Ian.
Yes.
Ian.
Cruz, LaBrie, and
thanks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ian
yes,
Morrison.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That
Arturo.
was
Thank
fun.
you.
They were fun.
Yeah.
That was great having them there.
Sorry, I'm so forgetful on everybody who's on.
and,
That's
and
okay.
our,
You're learning.
our
You're not-
resident Mercedes fan club member, Rich Hemingway.
Yeah.
and
Thank
Tesla
you.
fanboy.
Tesla
Yeah.
fanboy. Anyways.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right.
We'll see you in
Cheers.
the next one.
Thanks.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, that was fun, huh?
Arturo, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Arturo.
Good story.